Hello there, fellow fatzos. Welcome back, part 2 of our episode 127 with the great Ron Albanese and Michael Bruce. I am Joe Conti and Louis Fatz, of course. You just heard us.
Anniversary.
Anniversary.
Anniversary? I can't hear.
Look, you two are.
That's why I can't hear myself.
I wonder what went wrong.
There we go. So
I already beat you to it.
while we took a break, we started talking about, hey, get a load of fatso. Now, first of all,
Even on break, we're at work.
I am gonna say, as the resident
Quarterback.
ex-fatso, whatever you want to call it, as a guy who struggled with my weight mightily my whole life, fatso is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a hilarious word.
Yeah.
Dom DeLuise.
Get out of my head. Yes, I saw that in theaters, dude.
I've never seen it.
Fatso is such a classic.
I need to see it.
But now we got to say, what everybody says looking back at it, he was not that
He's
fat.
not fat. No.
He was not that
No,
fat.
he wasn't. He wasn't.
He just compared to Burt Reynolds.
He just had big bones. Remember people used to say somebody was heavy set or they had big bones.
They
would say.
women. They saw yeah.
South Park.
How was
Yes.
Heavy
They
set.
use that in South
Hey,
Park.
what are you kidding? I thought Husky was a brand name.
Husqvarna is a
I
chainsaw.
talked to Dr. Vinny Boombots, and he said,
Vinny Boom Bots. Hey. I know we discussed this one time a long time ago.
"It's
but
just
we were
rapping
talking
Rodney."
about
What a great song.
Bensonhurst Bomber. And
Yes.
hey, get a load of fat.
Now, I want to say at the top of this, listeners and everybody, and society and me, that I want to say
And
that
all the stupid heads.
this is an amazing. This is Flub City right here because it's amazing because this is like a creeping death flub.
Yeah.
It goes through multiple
phases.
actors and multiple scenes.
Yes.
It's incredible. This flub won't die. It's just amazing. And then, as Louis is going to tell all of you, it's actually brought back to its original intended state, not by Carney or Gleason.
No. By Mike O'Dowd.
Here we go.
Okay, we're going to go? All right.
Walk us through this.
Here we go.
I love this.
All right, we have Norton. Ron's tooth theory. We have a tooth theory. Thank you.
Two's theory.
Sorry I brought that up, Joe.
It works. It works.
Dun, 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 dun.
Norton says at the beginning when they need like the code word to Ralph.
He's a good guy, that Louis.
So remember, get a load of fats over there. Says,
Right.
Ralph says, why must he say get a load of fats?
Yeah, so Norton coins it.
Norton
Yes.
coins the phrase. Okay. Then later on, when they're at the table, Norton says,
So remember.
and then he pauses.
Yeah, it's like,
because he
why do you
forgets
have
what he's
to-
going to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he says,
Yes.
remember. Hello there, Fatso. And Ralph goes, yeah, I know.
Not even
No,
close.
it's not even close.
Not even close.
Get a load of Fatso there.
Corrects him.
He corrects
him.
Okay, now that's when Gleason corrects you.
You know you're
You're
You're looking at your paycheck.
So now that's Ralph
You're
says that.
watching that.
He
Right.
says get and he gets it correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yep.
Then later on he says after the whole thing was over and he says your friend was great. I said to him.
Wait,
I know, but I know. I want to keep O'Dowd
Gotcha,
there.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And we're in another scene here
Yeah.
now.
Another scene. They're in the gym, and Ralph says, "Oh, your friend was great." He said it. Hey there, Fatso, get out of the way. Not even close
Hey
again.
there, Fatso, get out of the way.
Not
This is
even
number 4 if you're keeping track. This
not
is
even
number
close.
4. We are 1 for 4 in getting this right.
Okay,
Right.
now we skipped
I heard
over.
the odds are a little
higher than that. We skipped over with Joe.
Not even more.
With Joe just forever. We skipped over Mike O'Dowd's line. We kept it for last just because
Right.
Mike O'Dowd actually got the line right.
Nailed it.
He nailed it.
He nailed it. So
Yes.
he gets it right.
Yes.
Norton gets it right in the beginning.
Right.
Mike O'Dowd gets it, and everything in between and after is all screwed up.
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
the no, it's not like a sandwich, but still, it figured we're talking about fatso,
Sandwich.
but it was like in the beginning and the end.
It's a cool water sandwich.
The one that shocks me the most is Norton. Remember.
Yes. Right.
What'd he say?
hello.
I'm getting it. Hello there.
You're sounding a little Norton.
I think
Love
it'll
of a flub.
Remember, hello there, Fatso. Yeah, I know. Get a load of Fatso.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
like the shocker to
Yeah.
me of Ed getting it wrong.
And I
'Cause
think-
it's his line in the beginning.
Right.
Right.
You know, it's like the Mr. President blowing
Plus,
apple.
Carney
He just
doesn't
said it
miss
like 2
much.
seconds
All right,
ago.
so now let me ask you. They're doing live TV. They had to get to the other set.
Well, they're doing
so the
it.
other
They're
set is-
live in studio.
They're live in studio. Okay, so they could have just I guess they close the curtain and
Yeah,
then change
push that
the
one
set.
out of the way and
Yeah,
you know, and push it. Push
So
it
in that
They used to do
time
it, right?
frame, though,
on rollers,
know.
they used to
Yeah.
do that.
Is that what they?
Yeah, they had some things on rollers. Push one set out of the way and roll
yeah,
another one.
Wow, they'd have it circular.
Yeah.
right. Sometimes too, where you
Like-
just would spin it
They
around.
got that. They got
Hey,
that.
say two.
Hey, big set. Get out of the way.
Speaking of twos theory, this episode figures into one twos theory thing. Here we go. Notes and pads and pens out.
Oh, here we go.
Name 2 episodes that end with Ralph
No.
performing a wanton act of violence, where he wants to be violent.
I know the answer.
Whether
so
he's
shut up.
happy or not,
I know the answer.
there are 2 episodes that end this way.
Don't need it, my friend. Don't need it,
my friend.
Well, I'll give you one because we're in it. He's saying, "Come on, Harvey, let's go." He wants to box.
he wants to fight.
Yeah, he wants to
Oh,
fight.
yeah, he
The
does.
show
yes.
is ending with violence.
So yes, I'll give you one. There's another episode where he's doing something of a violent nature, which is also threatening more violence.
Ooh, ending the show.
Yeah, two's theory.
Happens
twice
very
in the
end of
series.
show.
The very end. The very end.
When I was a kid, I remember thinking he was going to
Picturing. I'm picturing like the last thing you see is his face, like frustrated, like he wants to do something. That's not what.
Here's a hint. Ready?
Yep.
You're gonna get it when I say it. It's like the Shemp thing.
Something.
It's the Shemp effect.
I could give
Here's your hint. Steak.
Oh,
good hint.
when she throws him this
Yes.
steak,
Right.
what's the ending?
He with the stick.
Oh yeah,
Yes. Yes.
You leave me with the mess stickball, coach.
Yep.
Put it on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put it on. and
Banging
puts
the
on-
table.
Bang the table.
Right.
Being violent. Two's theory.
There it
Thank
is.
you.
Wow. Okay.
All right, now two's theory. More
Shemp
two's
Howard's
theory.
real name was Samuel. If you just want to know.
Wow. Yeah, I think that's right.
Samuel.
Right.
Samuel Howard.
Curly's real name is Curly.
Yeah.
Do you know why they called him Curly?
No.
Because before he was in, he wanted to be one of the Stooges.
Yeah.
And he was a ballroom dancer.
Yeah.
He had a luscious head.
Oh,
of
yeah,
curly
yeah,
hair.
yeah,
They
yeah.
called him Pretty Boy. He was getting all the girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Think about it. He had beautiful hair. He was a handsome guy.
yeah.
Could dance. And they
wise
were
guy, huh?
And I forgot Lewis, the guy who ran the Stooges. I forgot his name, but whatever. The guy who.
Ted Healy.
Ted Healy Stooges.
Yes,
They were
yes.
like, yeah, Pretty Boy. You,
Right.
you and your luscious locks. You're way too pretty to do this.
Right.
He shaved his head,
Head.
came back, and started being curly. And they were like, "You're in."
Awesome.
You're in. That's
Now,
how he did. That's why
do
they
you
call
know
him
why
Curly.
Curly Joe Rita was called Curly Joe Rita?
I don't.
No, I'm
know.
only kidding.
Oh, I was waiting for this one. I don't know.
Rita. Two's theory. 2 episodes where Ralph is worried about going to jail.
Well,
Oh, the-
obviously,
income tax?
funny money. Oh, and income tax.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Excellent,
Oh,
boys.
wow, we both got-
nailed it.
There you
That
go.
was a quick. All right, let's.
Hey, get a little. No.
There are 2 episodes where Norton.
The jails are full of them.
2 episodes where Norton goes dum dum
I know
dum.
that's your favorite. You're a worry ward guy, right?
Oh, we are doing a word.
Oh,
word
me
doc.
too. Me too.
Mark-
Huge,
oh,
huge.
I know he was.
Huge.
I keep after Joe all the time.
Worry wart in my aching back.
I'm going to insist next time.
Okay.
2 episodes where Norton goes dum dum dum.
Yes.
First one is when he's inspecting the legs. He's eating the thing.
Oh, the turkey.
Yes, turkey.
The
Yes.
turkey. Dum,
When
dum,
Ralph
dum.
walks in, he
I
catches
hope
correct.
they keep
Yeah.
my name out of it.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Yes.
They're doing your show on Medic. Yeah.
All
They're doing
right.
your life on
Yes.
Medic.
Your
Yeah.
life on medic.
One of my favorite lines.
Great line. Great line.
Giuseppe got one. Lou. Dum dum dum.
Oh,
Good
funny
job.
money at
Yep.
the door,
Oh,
right?
at the door, yeah.
Yes.
All right,
At the
yeah.
door.
Joe got me.
Excellent.
Dude, Joe,
Two's
that's
theory.
great.
Yeah.
Two's theory.
theory,
All right.
Okay, I've got
Alive and
another
well.
one.
Oh, we got another one.
2 episodes with typewriters.
All right. Go ahead.
Boxing gloves with
Go
boxing
ahead.
gloves.
Yeah, like Mr. Fabersham.
Excellent.
The play. Yeah, the
Oh,
play.
and Alice.
And-
And Alice with Tony Amico.
Yes.
Brother Norton.
Excellent.
Brother
Two's
Ralph.
theory.
Prop
Yep.
used twice.
And,
I wonder if it's the
uh,
same typewriter.
Ooh.
I wonder if it's the same
Wow.
typewriter.
I always thought that too. Is that the same prop?
Yeah, because we did that. Remember we did that podcast, Joe, with the props.
Yes.
And we talked about the recorder. It's a recorder. We didn't know if it was the same recorder they were using as the record player. Carlos's record
Yes.
player.
Yes.
Yes.
But here's
Recorder.
speaking of the typewriter, I would just want to double check if typewriters appeared in any of the various offices. I don't think it's in the Maid episode in the agency.
Mr.
I don't
Collins,
think so.
no.
Is there? I don't think. Right.
What about
No.
in the national the American Weekly. Was there in something in the American Weekly?
No, like
Dick
you know what I'm thinking about?
Not on the desk.
No,
not on the
no,
desk.
no.
No, I don't think so.
You know what I'm thinking about with the typewriters? Tony Miko had the portable typewriter.
Correct.
Yes.
And Norton was sitting at the Raccoon Lodge with this old-fashioned...
Probably still weighed 80 pounds.
80 pounds. It was that big kind of typewriter where Tony Miko did have that portable, you know,
Right,
1955
right.
portable.
Yeah, I mean, you can't bring a regular typewriter in a convertible.
Yeah, that's right. Because it would get chilly.
Listeners,
He had the top
investigate
down.
this. We need to take a look at those typewriters and find out.
Yes, we do.
Do they look the same? Do they? Is there a noticeable difference
Yeah.
between the two?
yeah.
Should
See if
we,
it's the same
should we
prop.
pose this to the fraternity?
Listen, yes.
Yeah, we
let
need
them
your help.
check the
Let them do the
typewriters.
And here,
You got the episodes.
yeah.
Go to work. Check the
Here's
typewriter.
another one I put down, and I can't remember why I put this one down. But which one of you is Cramden? I believe that's in 2 episodes.
Well, that's
Oh,
Boss.
I'm clear that he's clean.
that's yes.
And
there is another
Boss?
one.
Isn't Boss? Doesn't he say which one's Cramden? Is that
Mr. Marshall says it, doesn't he? Which one of you is Cramden?
no? Because he would know Cramden. I thought it was Boss in Funny Money. Which one of you is Cramden?
I think it's funny money.
Could be.
I think it's funny money.
That could be yes.
Two times. Two's theory.
Wow.
Two's theory. Thank you. Thank
Who's
you.
definitely Mr. Putter?
That's another 5 two's theory.
Yes.
items,
Mr.
okay?
Cramden?
Putter.
And he goes,
He's
Yeah,
Cramden.
I'm
I'm
cr- yeah.
Clean.
Yes. All right,
Very
boys.
funny line.
5
You know
two's
why?
theory.
It's
yes.
a funny line because of the 2 Ks. It's
Yeah.
Cramden. I'm
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah, that
It's
K sound.
Both K sounds, and they matched.
Yeah.
Hard consonant sounds.
And they're both
Um,
the same.
That also, Gene Roddenberry named a lot of characters in Star Trek. Spock, Kirk.
yeah.
You know, that hard consonant sound is also always good.
It's strong.
It's strong.
Yep.
It's strong.
Yeah.
Yep. So, also, I want to
By
go
the way,
back.
how many
Joe
episodes?
Kirk, Mr. Baccigaloo.
Wait, Ron, how many
Yeah.
episodes? I know there's a lot of smoking
Baccigaloo.
episodes, but how
Remember
many?
that on 23? There was a batch of galoops?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
It's the Uncle Floyd's one Uncle Floyd sponsor.
Oh, you know, sad news about Uncle Floyd, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? You
Stroke.
guys heard? Alzheimer's, I heard.
Oh,
He had a stroke.
He had a stroke, too?
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's
I
not
heard
doing
the
good.
stroke. I heard about the
Yeah,
stroke.
yeah.
I heard he's got Alzheimer's,
But
too.
he-
Is that
no,
true?
I don't know.
Have you heard
I think he
anything?
also
No,
has
I
cancer.
heard I heard the stroke.
And I saw a video of him in the hospital, and he was trying to play a little bit, and he's
Yeah.
really skinny.
Wow. That's a shame. That's a
That is a
shame.
shame.
Legend.
Why don't you bring up anything more?
Living legend.
depressing?
Where can we go from here?
Yeah.
Let's go back to twos. For a
No,
second.
Tuesday theory. Wait, there's one more thing.
The
I wanted to
What
ask-
was it?
I wanted to-
Hindenburg
Yes,
exploded.
yeah. Let's explain the Hindenburg. Then we're going to talk about pollution, Vietnam.
Tsunami. How about
Yes,
that? Remember
let's
that?
see. We got to
Christmas
talk
Eve,
about yes.
2004?
We're going to
Wiped out
go
Jersey.
to Mount St. Helens.
Hurricane wiped out Jersey.
Yes,
Helen, get in the car, Mount St. Helens.
There's a lot of episodes.
that was my
with
girlfriend in
smoking.
high school. Mount
A
St.
lot of
Helens.
episodes with smoking that we pointed out, but specifically
Oh.
cigars.
You know what, Michael?
How many
Bruce and
cigar
I-
scenes are there? where
Okay,
the-
there's the bachelor party.
yes.
Yes.
The maid lights up a cigar.
Smoking a cigar. Oh. Yep. And he's also
When he sits-
have a cigar,
Hey, have a
fellas.
cigar, fellas.
I don't know if they smoked it.
No.
And he's-
Bill Davis episode.
Yes, Bill Davis at the
Wow,
table.
a lot of cigars.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were talking about
Was he smoking a
smoking in
cigar at
general.
At the
Okay,
colonnade room. Colonnade room.
Yeah. Also, when he's
opposed to
pretending his
cigarettes.
boss, doesn't he? No, he just looks. I thought there was a time he sat at a desk and
Yeah, he did. No,
pretended-
he just had the pen.
chomping.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
when does he say it pays to buy the best?
That's with Thelma.
That's
40.
That's
That's-
but
that's-
doesn't say it
that's where it
twice.
must
That's
be.
the suitcase.
Isn't that also
Full of
a
money.
2? Yes. So he says pays to buy the best twice.
Twice, yeah.
I would love
Two-thirds,
to
yeah.
do a database, listeners too, of all those
many are just
catchphrases.
cigarettes?
All of them. I would love to
How
know.
many episodes are just
Norton in the
cigarettes?
You know,
hospital.
pays to buy the best.
That's one.
How many? How sweet
The-
it is. There's
the
only one. How
Rita?
sweet it is, right?
Rita? I can't smoke a cigarette unless it's in a holder.
Yeah. Oh,
Rita?
yeah. I would love to know all the catchphrases and how
convention
many times they were
on the
used.
train.
On a train.
We doesn't
Which one is
smoke
it?
but
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which-
Smoking
yeah.
overall, we got up to over a dozen.
we did. I was just trying to figure out specifically cigarette as opposed to cigar.
Cigar.
Right.
Because the cigar one always is used in the most, like, he's trying to be prestigious
Yeah,
moments,
yes,
you know.
yes.
But you
Yeah.
never saw
Yeah.
Gleason
Celebratory
smoke a
moment or
cigarette.
something. I'm trying to,
You never saw Gleason smoke a cigarette.
No, only Art smokes
Only
cigarette.
Art,
Yeah.
right.
No.
Yeah. Twice you said he was in the hospital. That's the weirdest one of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
That's a bizarre one.
Yeah, like I mean,
That's a bizarre one.
Before
never
Trixie
figure
comes
that
around,
out.
I could never, yeah.
I could never.
and that's
figure
when,
it out.
Yeah.
and that's when
Yeah.
he throws out the line of how healthy he is.
Yeah, like
and he's smoking right before he's
my
like,
spinach.
That's cool.
I think we came up with the conclusion.
But then again, in them days, the doctors were smoking
they
over
needed-
here.
They needed 2 seconds.
They're
of
delivering
him hanging
babies
out
with
by
cigarettes
himself.
dangling
Right,
out of
doing
their mouth.
something.
They
Like-
needed 2 seconds of him just hanging out by himself,
So-
and then they come running in.
Right. Oh,
I think that's
so they
probably
just-
what
Might
it
have
was.
been
But
a
it's just
carny
weird for-
contrivance.
Yeah, just weird lighting up a cigarette in a hospital. That was just.
And then-
he just drops it on the floor. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of garbage cans or lack thereof, I think one listener posted in one of the groups about there's 2 episodes with garbage cans that are visible.
Yeah.
Well, Dial J.
Dial J.
Yeah.
And,
And,
the drinking. She puts the thing in the garbage can.
Yeah, but also there is.
Come on.
There is Young at Heart
Young at heart.
because she's like,
Now take out the garbage.
Yeah.
As long as you're
Yeah,
going
as long as
places.
you're going
places.
places.
Someone take out the garbage.
take out the garbage.
I just remembered what else we have to talk about.
Oh, cool. Let me just tell you this real quick then. Funny money. There is a deluxe garbage can right under the window.
Okay, because he probably remodeled and got a
Yes.
better garbage can.
Yes. And speaking of which, I happen to have a screenshot right here of the can. Everybody?
Oh my God!
Oh, man.
yes.
No, that looks like a
Beautiful.
hamper. Actually looks like a hamper.
That's a garbage can.
Ooh, that is beautiful.
That's a
That
garbage
is-
can. Because I think you put your foot
Well,
on it
and it opens
yeah,
up.
I
Well,
heard he
you
got rid of it because he had to stop at all this high limit.
High limit.
But I couldn't believe it.
That's
that
a
he went
great
out.
Put that in his
Screenshot.
Park Avenue
Yeah.
apartment.
Dude, you got to post that in the
Yeah,
group.
yeah. I'm going
That's
to post
good.
this.
That's good.
And, yeah.
I love that.
So that's the garbage
Oh,
cans.
yep.
Again, we're talking about props that are there when they're needed.
Are you ready for
Yeah,
this?
go, Michael Bruce.
No, I'm just this is
ready?
Ron and I have discussed
You ready?
this thoroughly. Is the use of a visor?
Ah.
Use of a visor.
Oh, we got August Gunther as the cutting the money.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right here?
with the visor as big as
Yeah, there we
New
go.
York City.
Still always makes me
This
laugh.
visor is like,
Louis saying,
man,
like,
oh, man.
why are
yes.
they putting this 85-year-old man in a tank top?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
one of our
He
observations.
looks like death. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
he's literally a corpse. This outfit is just.
I can see his kidney through the. You can see it right through his skin.
The veins in his neck are so defined.
More visor.
Visor.
Got it. You got it?
Let's shoot the visor list.
Charlie, he raises dogs. Doesn't he
Yes,
come with a
we
visor?
just said that earlier. We said that the
Yes.
other episode. We went,
Wow.
okay, so that's 2.
That's two. We got.
There's another visor.
another
John the Hart, coffee guy, right?
All right. We
Does he
weren't
have a-
sure, though. Were you
Oh, yeah,
sure about
check
that?
that one.
You felt you were sure about
Harry
that.
at the pool hall.
Harry at the
Harry
pool.
at the pool
Pool hall.
Visor.
Yes, and his
Yes.
visor is on the order of August Gunther's. I think it's
could be
similar
same
to that.
prop,
I
same
think
move.
it's similar where it's very large,
Listeners,
very
check out
round,
the visors.
Visors.
very
See if
thick.
those two
So,
match. Yep.
Michael Bruce and
We'll check the
I
roller skating one.
love
Yeah.
the sun visors that they sell at Margaritaville. So we started talking about sun visors, and Vince Neil
Neil.
used to wear them on a golf course in the 80s.
Yes, with Dave
so
Medichetti.
It's a whole visor thing. So I'm sitting at home, and I'm looking at Funny Money, which yielded all this material secretly. And I'm like, wow, what a visor. And I start talking to Michael Bruce, and he's like, yeah, there's a visor in this episode and that one. So I think there are 3 visors, at least, if not a
We have to
4th.
check the coffee.
So
guy.
once
That's
again,
what we gotta
from the
check, yeah.
top, good old August,
Yes.
Yep.
Funny money.
Funny money.
Funny Money.
Oh, that is funny money.
Yes, so that's 1.
Yeah.
Charlie, the
Pool
raises
hall.
dogs.
He raises dogs.
Raises dogs. The pool hall.
Pool
is
hall
3.
guy.
Right.
Yep. Harry at the
Yep.
pool hall.
And
And
you
you-
said
we
maybe
need-
the
we
coffee.
need to
You're
check
thinking
on the coffee.
Maybe
Coffee
the coffee
dealer.
guy at the roller skating rink.
That's
Yes.
what I'm saying. It might.
Yes.
But yeah.
He may have just like one of them hats. the little-
Trixie is really pissy in that when the coffee spills, right? Isn't
Okay.
she really? Like,
Dude, she's unbelievable.
yeah,
Yeah.
like she's really.
Are we going
scoring.
roller skating or what?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, whoa. Oh my God. Just get the axe
She's
out.
really.
Yeah.
Here, these dudes are trying to be
I'm looking.
chivalrous.
He's not wearing it. He's
It's
wearing
just a hat, right, Joe?
It's
Like-
one of those paper hats.
Paper
He's wearing
hats.
one of
Okay,
those-
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
He's wearing. Well, Ralph's wearing like the one is she got that the
Yeah,
others
yeah,
have
yeah.
not.
Yes.
So
He's wearing what all soda jerks wear.
yeah, there's hope for you.
Love that line.
Next
My
nice
favorite
day, I'll
outfit.
make you a great big picture of
That-
lemonade.
What does he say with the? So I'm around long enough
I'm
to enjoy
really-
old age. What does he say?
Oh my
Well,
goodness!
That's one of the greatest
I got
lines.
another visor.
Oh,
Will have to
go
be
ahead.
destroyed. Is that a visor?
No.
Is it?
No,
Not?
no, he's
Is
not
it
wearing
not?
a visor. No, you're talking about the guy comes out scratching his stomach. No, Freddie Muller.
Will have to be destroyed.
Mr. McCormick or no, the other guy's Mr. McCormick. And he
That's
just walks
not a
out.
visor?
Can I help you, Mister? I don't
Yeah,
think
you're
he's-
right. No,
he's
I
wearing
think
What episode?
glasses.
What episode?
The dog.
Dogs. Oh, that's okay.
At
gotcha.
the end, at the pond.
Oh,
at the pond.
end,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Can I help you, mister?
That's not a visor.
No, he's not wearing a visor.
Okay. All right. So I think we're at 3 visors.
Yeah.
So sometimes the twos theory
Could be
does go to
more.
3.
There could be. You never know.
Yeah,
We
no.
don't know. We don't know.
We figured that out with Esquire. You know, Esquire's mentioned at least 3 times.
Va-va-va-voom.
Va-va-va-voom is another. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Who else visor?
Yeah, he's not wearing a visor. He's not wearing anything. He's just has the worst mustache.
Joe Conti
The worst
fully
mustache.
involved in this now.
It's the worst mustache I've ever
yeah,
seen.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
I think Joe has like checked out, but meanwhile he's over there with
Hey, I know.
looking things up.
Really
He's got
on
the
it.
phone going.
I'm working it.
Wait a minute. I love it.
Sure.
I love it.
I just had
All right.
another one, dude.
Working it.
Maybe there's another visor because there's more than one pool hall scene in episodes.
That could be a
There's
different episode
Harvey,
of the same.
Harvey episode, and then there's Trapped, of course.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't see any of the workers. Only when the guy runs out at Trapped at the end.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that the same one?
That's when it.
Hey,
worked.
Norton, take care of the place or something. He says to them, remember when they all run out?
Right.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Yeah.
He's
watch
rocking
the place.
Watch the
Yeah,
place.
he's rocking a visor.
I heard
rocking the
shots.
visor?
He's got a visor, right?
I heard shots.
Yeah.
But that's a
that
But is that the
different- a
same
different-
one? Because he does come out when Ralph's trying to break the house record. Remember,
So that's
it's
the
Harry
question.
and Ralph are there.
That's trapped.
Pool hall guy.
Yeah.
2 different episodes. Is he wearing visor in both? That's the question.
Yeah, that
That's
would
the
put us
question.
over the top to 4,
Yeah.
if so.
If-
That's the yeah.
He's wearing the visor. That's Trapped when he comes, just him and Ralph
Right.
in there. And Ralph's
Yes.
going to breaking the record of 17 balls.
Is
Like the
anybody
world
wearing a
records-
visor in the janitor episode downstairs? Is anybody wearing a visor?
Oh, the people that
When
run in?
people
No.
that run in.
house.
No.
Any visors?
No.
I know it's 8 o'clock.
There's 4 walls.
Speaking of
Visors.
the pool room. So anyway, so that's my there's my question.
First of all,
There's my
visors
question.
existed.
I have the Lou question.
We talked about that too. Visors existed in the 50s fully.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
first
And, I
time
mean,
I ever
August
saw a
Gunther's
visor
visor is
was
like crazy.
The Odd Couple.
They've
Yeah.
improved
First
since.
time
Do you think he stole that visor because he's a criminal, though?
He
Like,
might
do you
have.
think, or he bought that with the fake money?
Money, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Interesting
know.
enough, one of the Flintstone episodes where Fred thought Barney was a counterfeiter, he was wearing a visor.
Visor.
It went
Well,
with that-
visor
it
is a
went
symbol of criminal
shady.
activity.
No, it was also a symbol
Pool
of,
hall,
of
gambling,
yeah,
in
like
the early
accounting
years.
and clerking,
banking, raising dogs.
raising dogs, and clerking at the same time. They always had
Yeah.
visors on.
Yes, correct.
I don't know because they worked at a desk with this light shining
They
over
would need
them.
a little light blockage.
Yeah, so something
I think.
to light
filtering of the light.
In other
if
words,
you
the light
will.
would be
Yes,
focused
correct.
on what you're writing
Yes,
or
yes,
or
and that
calculating.
plays on the golf course too,
Yeah.
because you need to filter
Yeah.
the sun as you concentrate on your shot.
You know, if you're making counterfeit money, it's
Maybe the
perfect.
pool hall guy's focusing on his pool shot.
Yeah,
So he's got
Yeah,
the visor.
again,
And they got
you
that little,
want
they got that little light
Yeah.
over the pool
Yeah.
table.
Something like that.
Yeah, something.
yeah
like
the
that.
light yeah.
How is like what went on there between the time period of the time they got there and the time they left?
After
The pool at Mr. Marshall's house.
Oh,
from
yeah.
the time
From the
when-
time-
that's something like
something like
Something
this.
like
what
that.
happened?
Where did they
after
go
that?
from there?
Yeah,
Where did they go?
Yeah, because that's the most awkward moment.
Oh,
I
God,
want to
yeah.
know what happened on the way home for the two of them.
Yeah.
well,
It's
didn't
like,
he
whoa.
just?
Well, Ralph
He said I
walked
walked-
ahead of him.
He walked
10
ahead of
feet
him.
ahead.
Oh, that's right.
They actually
Apparently-
say
right.
say what happened off
They
camera.
addressed
Yeah.
it. That's
And that's
interesting
another
that they-
great topic.
The writers addressed
Off-camera
that.
things that are referenced to. Who do
There
you
you
think
go.
took 2 seats?
Yeah,
Ralph.
Ralph.
Right.
Yeah, you know, things like that off camera. But this is like in the plot.
Yeah.
This is literally not just something that happened off camera. This is
plot.
This
And
is
I-
a filler.
I just find it funny that Ed Norton couldn't catch up to Ralph Crampton.
yeah. Right. Wait.
And
a
I
minute.
even think it's funny that they walked home from Park Avenue in Manhattan.
Right.
Yeah.
Muncie Street
Wow.
in Brooklyn.
Great observation there.
Nobody's wearing a visor in the Fortune episode, in the Inheritance episode.
Fortune.
Come now, Fortune. Eat your food. Oh, that goes on forever.
Oh, yeah.
That's like 3 hours.
Yeah, you just
Joe.
want to tell her to shut up, please. Okay, we got it.
The
Dude.
fake bird is not eating.
She's like, this is my moment, and I'm going for it.
For it. Yeah, she's got
Come
Yep.
now, fake bird. Eat your food.
Eat your breakfast.
Inanimate object. Eat your food.
Mrs. Monahan show.
Dude, anybody that talked about they were gonna bet on the Belmont last week, I just in my head I didn't say. I hope you pick a winner.
Pick a winner.
Pick a winner.
Takes a big shot at
Every
him.
time,
I want to do and here's an item. I think we can.
Is that an ad lib? I
have an item?
Winner.
I think it is.
I think it's an ad lib, right?
Yeah.
Because he pauses.
That's Gleason.
and then he turns to him.
Yep.
Says,
Hope you
I
pick a winner
with it. And that's a great.
Does
That's
Carney
it,
break
yeah.
character with a Carney smile there? Like, you know, with the Carney laugh when he breaks character. I'd be interested in knowing that. I got to go back and look at that.
Don't know.
He's not wearing a visor, that's for sure.
No, he's not wearing a visor.
Does
He's got his hat
Twinkles wear a visor? No, he doesn't have a visor.
not
No,
Twinkles.
no.
Cookie, he's-
He's an executive.
Reed not going.
He's an executive.
Going with a guy that wears a visor.
No.
Guy's an executive.
He's an executive.
Charlie raises dogs.
Right.
I don't know why he works at an office. He raises dogs in Manhattan. Where's he raising a dog? This guy. Ridiculous.
You have an item, Joe? What do you?
Here's an
Yeah, we
item.
got a here's an item.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it.
Who's it from?
Sponsored by Buick.
Columbo? Mike Columbo?
No.
The Honeymooners podcast now presents Here's an Item. This is where we have one of our lusciously lovely listeners present some material for this prestigious, proficient program. Oh dear, I've dribbled all over myself. And now, without any more ado,
Here's an item.
He's holding on to his sanity there. So and losing the battle.
Yeah, losing it. All right, so this is from David Arthur. I'm going to win that ball.
I'm going to win that.
David Arthur Ball.
King Arthur's table. Sir Lancelot.
Lancelot.
That's right. Yeah, Lancelot.
Audrey Meadows is in hell in that scene. She's in total hell. She doesn't know where it's going,
Yeah.
when it's ending.
No idea.
She
Yep.
doesn't know. They are
bail
way
him.
off the rails.
Can't even bail him out.
Audrey
That's
is
the most off the rails they ever got.
Panicking. She's
Yes.
panicking.
Yes. And he is shouldering all of it. And
Yep.
she can't jump in.
Nope.
She can't finish the story. It's his story. It's his joke.
yes.
Like, where do you go? That is intense live TV
Yeah.
off the rails.
You see her face. She's got
Yep.
panic in her
Oh,
face.
my God, yes.
That's not.
Yep.
That's not Alice.
And
That's
yeah,
odd.
That's odd.
No,
That's odd.
That's
odd.
odd.
Yep.
Hey, Odd, when does he say that again? What episode is that?
That's Bill Davis.
She called Odd. What? She called Odd. She called her up. Bill Davis, that
she called
bastard.
her up today.
God bless him. He's such a bastard, that Bill Davis. Oh.
So David Arthur, I'm going to win that ball. I always like the few occasions when Ralph repeats a ridiculous expression after throwing Norton out of the apartment. Like when he slipped on the rock candy after yelling at him, Norton exclaimed, "What are you yelling at me for? You got rid of the he coughs, didn't you?"
Right.
After throwing Norton out, Ralph turns to Alice, "Got rid of the he coughs." And another one is old mucking Meyer. And it's interesting. There's two of those, and I'm thinking there might.
Oh, you could put
Two's theory.
a lot of fatso there too.
Joe, I think you're starting to swing over and understand the
think
two
so.
theory. No, I know you are.
there's no
I could
swinging.
see. You know what?
It's not a
There's no
swing.
just
future
don't wanna
music
admit
for
it.
the Twos theory.
The twos theory is legit.
I think
No.
the baseball theme should be the Twos
Twos
theory
theory.
theme.
Yes. Yes. Michael
right?
Bruce.
You're welcome.
What do you mean a baseball theme?
no,
But-
just say yes because it's true.
No, I'm not going to say
The twos theory theme is the baseball theme. I know you had an epiphany and everything, but the twos theory is important and real.
Anyway, I like trying to think of, is there
Oh, you
coughs?
dirty
Can
old-
you think of another one where he repeats something like he coughs and
Yeah, no, there's a couple.
old fucking Meyer.
Well, if Norton got the line right, get a lot of fatso there when he walked out. Remember, hello there, fatso. I know,
But
get
it's
a lot
not
of
like,
fatso there.
then when he walks out, doesn't he say it again like get
Get a lot of fatso there. Yeah,
forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that's
He
right.
had
Oh, he
that
does
one.
say
Is
that.
that's a number 6 then.
Yeah,
Then that's
when he
number
puts his
6.
yeah.
Because now he's like, get a load of
Load of
fatso
fatso
there.
there. He's thinking
where
about it,
he's-
yeah, like-
But also thinking about that he's going to be called fatso and the fact that he's going to have to fight.
Hey
with
there,
him.
fatso, get out of the way.
So that's 3 of them. That's 3.
Wow.
And I like
No,
where he's
there-
going with this.
but
It's
there's
like-
another one, like you said, like once Norton's totally gone, door
Yeah.
is shut,
Jesus
he's on his own by himself talking to
repeating
himself.
got one right
something
here.
idiotic
Yes, and
that
I
Norton
could
said.
see and hear it in my head
Yeah.
too, and I'm just not
There
getting.
might be another one.
Oh, absolutely.
There's
there is.
definitely another one.
Yeah, you can't do this to yourself, Michael.
Yeah,
you
this
can't do
is
this
killing
right
me.
now.
It's
Yeah, you
right
can't do this
there.
to yourself
It's
right
right
now. You
there.
can't.
As soon as you walk
Let me
out
come
the
here.
door,
I said it was right in your head. I
You
wanted
know what's
to.
going to happen? At 10:30 tonight, I'm going to get
Gonna get a text.
mad
Which one?
text.
Which one does he? I'm trying to think of the line, but I think anyway. Norton goes out, and he says the line, and he goes like this. He's like I can't think of the visor. Ron's showing the
He's
visor.
dead but still alive in this photo.
Oh my god.
Remember they'd have the visors with the little lights on them?
Yeah.
You'd have like the little lights, Michael Bruce. You remember those?
Oh, of course.
Oh, light up
Great
visor.
80s.
I'm actually
80s.
enjoying
dude.
watching Michael Bruce panic right now. It's kind of cool
because
He's
it's right
just-
there.
I can feel his.
No, there
his
is
head
one,
just
and it's a
turning.
good one.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Here you go. Look out! Here it comes.
Look out now. Tax episode? Tax episode, maybe, when he throws him out?
What a no. I'm thinking.
Oh.
You practice in the bathtub and they're investigating
In my
mine
Texas.
taxes. That's
Right,
not the same
right,
thing.
yeah.
It's not the same thing. But
Bodyboard dive.
He's going to be needing a new nurse.
Yeah. Doesn't kick him out there. Yeah.
But even if he just repeats
Yeah.
something at the end of a scene that
Sure.
he heard earlier.
Yeah.
which- So there's 3. Right now we got 3 of them, right?
No, we had
Old
2,
Muck-
right?
are we still
Muckemeyer.
like- we
We're still coming
I
up
thought
with
we
this
found a third.
No, the third's in his head.
Michael
It's in the
Bruce
back of
couldn't
his
come
head.
up with one.
I know. I'm trying.
What'd you do that for?
me.
I like that. Like, Norton's, like, offended.
Yeah.
At that. Like, violence on his person.
That's a good.
No, that's a good one. I like that.
David Ball?
There is another one, though.
David Arthur Ball.
David Arthur Ball. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have to
And what about?
investigating.
Oh, that's right. We already did this about.
Damn it.
Did
think
we
of it.
talk about this
Oh.
off air?
Oh.
About Art Carney coming in too early. Didn't we talk about that before?
String of
came in?
Peloponnese. Does he say that? Is it on stage?
That's a good guess, but I don't think so.
No.
Not the exit. No. Because he doesn't kick him out. Norton willingly leaves.
Yeah.
He's
saying his
practicing
line.
his lines when he's going out. Yeah.
I don't think he repeats.
And we
He doesn't repeat.
I don't possess a mansion or a yacht.
remember we said that, Joe. We were talking about how great it is as he's walking out.
Yes.
and
he's doing his lines.
doing his lines,
Yep.
but he walks out right before String of Peloponnese.
Right.
Yep.
So he never says that.
Yep.
Don't know.
And we don't know what he said out in the hallway.
Yep.
Did he say
I love that. Yes, I've
String of
noticed that.
Ponies?
Yeah.
Or did he say String
Yeah.
of Pelop? We don't know because he walks out and that's like the line right
Good.
before that. He's out in the hallway, so we don't hear what he did, which would have been great just to know what he
I
did.
have to think of it. But
So
I'm
you
not
guys
thinking
don't
now.
remember if we talked about this
Which one?
before when the YouTube video that talks about the flubs from the show said that Art Carney walked in early, accidentally in the Mambo scene when Ralph's going, "What am I, a cat or something?"
Yeah.
And what is every guy in? And because they remember, oh
Yeah.
no, this was beforehand. We didn't talk about this.
Right.
I was standing up, and so when Art Carney walked in,
Oh,
and
hands in
and he
pocket.
went,
Yeah.
he looked back
No,
at
he
the
goes,
door and went,
Yeah.
like he was mad at Trixie.
Yeah.
They said that Art Carney messed up and came in. He missed his cue and came in early. That's why he was just sitting there for like a minute with just in his hands in his pockets, them not saying anything. And he's like, I bet you every guy in this whole apartment complex is going to have a cold meal, including him. They say he came in early.
Okay.
Which
that was
is-
a mistake by Art Carney.
If that is true, then that is fantastic by Gleason, including him.
Yeah.
He
Exactly.
brings
Yeah.
him into
Yeah.
it
Bring
like
him
he's
into the
supposed to
scene.
be there.
Brings him into the scene.
It's
yeah.
just great.
Amazing.
You knew,
well.
like maybe it'd be like every guy in this one is going to have
Yeah.
a cold meal.
But
And
I
he walks
think
in.
that that's like almost like an ensemble episode in like the safety and numbers thing where there's an extra guy in a scene here and there, just like the Mr. Manicotti's there
Right.
later. So I don't know. I would have to watch it again and see because I think it's like this thing where the men are kind of ganging up on the women about this Carlos guy.
Right.
You know?
Well, I got to
Carlos.
see if it
But
has
he
anything to
doesn't
do with
say
anything. That's what I mean.
Like he doesn't even acknowledge.
No.
He should
it.
have come in after the rant was over,
Yes.
and then he comes in. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he comes.
Great on Gleason to include him, though.
Yeah.
Great.
What's that?
So I.
What's that?
I love that.
What is that?
God, the
Tuna fish. We're gonna have tuna fish salad. Tuna fish
I have no
salad. That's what we're gonna have. What am I a catters? I say that
great
so
line.
many. What am I a cat? And in fact, I use that in my act. I do a line about dropping my wife off in the middle of nowhere, and because she annoyed me or something like that, and then I get home and I walk in the front door, and who's there? My wife. I'm like, how did you get home before me? What are you, a cat or something? And I didn't realize I was doing it. And I do it now. It's like, what am I?
Subconsciously.
Two's theory.
Here's the question. Why do I think somewhere in the original 39, Louis,
Use of the
we've
word
talked
cat
about this,
twice.
I thought Ralph Cramden said at some point, there's maniacs all over the joint. And I hear it. It's almost like a Mandela effect for me. I hear him saying that.
Right.
Doesn't he say that in Dial J with the phone ringing?
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
they're all nuts. They're all
They're all
nuts.
nuts. They're all gone.
There's
Maniacs.
maniacs all over the joint. Something like maniacs. all over-
Maybe.
And he makes some other
You
remark
can get Dial J.
somewhere.
I know Dial J's on
They're all
YouTube.
crazy in this building or something.
I'm good.
Well, don't bring it up because.
Okay, bring up your Tuesday.
Don't bring it up, Joe, because it's.
Well, he uses the word.
Joe, don't bring it up because it's.
What
Joe,
am I, a cat?
Don't
And
bring it up
then
because it could be part of the trivia.
Is it
Oh.
Mrs. Gallagher's
No,
cats on his head?
Okay, I
There's
want to
two
put this out
cats.
for you guys.
Yeah.
Two cats.
It's good.
Yeah,
Two's
Mrs.
theory.
Steve,
Gallagher.
Mrs. Gallagher's cat.
Yeah, Mrs. Gallagher's
Yeah,
cat.
see?
And what am I,
Yeah.
a cat?
What am I, a
Yeah.
cat or something?
Yeah, so there's
Yep.
two.
Two cat
Two
references.
cats.
Two's theory. Okay.
Joe, you can keep running, but
Yeah, I know. You can't hide from the Two's theory. We have literally like 24 of them.
and we're just warming up.
dozen.
Yeah,
We're just-
warming up in a bowl. Warming
Dude,
up.
last time I was at your place, we had like 80, and we didn't
We
run
were on
out.
in one
That was
episode.
weird. Part of the Tuesday thing. There are 2 sets of chairs in the studio. Can we knock it off already?
You're a doubter. You're a doubter.
I'm a
In the
contrarian.
face
all
of
right?
truth.
I am a contrarian.
Dude,
it's in my
Oh,
last
listen,
name, Conti.
going bowling, not going bowling, twice.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Two's
What do you mean?
come on,
theory.
What do you mean?
twice.
He does it twice?
I'm just saying, same exact gag twice. I'm saying we talked about earlier.
Oh, so now if you
Same
repeat, if you repeat something, it's part of the 2 thing?
It's exact.
You know what?
To trick Alice
I think
twice.
in the other room
Sir?
we have some tinfoil.
Padded
I can make a hat
balls.
for you. I can make a hat for you.
Tuesday, listeners, we need you. Two's theory. Please list some with us of things that occurred twice.
We have the question for the listeners,
and
though,
only
by
twice.
the way,
Go ahead.
which I said to you guys. I said save it for the on the air.
Yeah.
Is who's more in the right, George?
Oh, yeah.
or
Oh,
Ralph?
yeah.
When it comes to the pool table, who's more in the right, George or Ralph? I have a vote. Well, I'm going to let you guys vote.
Go, Louis.
first.
Go, Louis.
I'm going to go with Ralph.
Why? Why?
Because how do you know that they had the table? The table's open. There's nobody there.
They left.
They left. How would you know that table's not taken? Now you could say, okay, we can move like Norton. So let's go get another table.
Listen, I'll jump ahead, and I'm agreeing with
All
you.
right, this
I'm
pool hall.
totally agreeing.
First
with
of
you.
all, they only have one pool table.
Yeah,
in this
really.
whole pool hall. The other room is where they sell drinks.
The best table in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, the best table in the house.
I would say Ralph's in the right. And when he's in the right, nobody could push him down. Because he's got spunk.
When I'm right,
And that's why I brought it up, because I'm as many times I've watched that episode, and they're like, "Oh, we were here first, whatever." I just had the epiphany of it the last time I watched it. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, there's no sign of life anywhere.
Exactly.
That they're at that table.
there's not a
Like,
coat or a hat.
Nothing.
Or a visor.
Nothing.
visor.
There's no visor left behind.
Yeah.
They didn't rack
pool sticks.
There's like no pool sticks like on the table.
There's
Right.
nothing.
If you could have any
I don't
prop
know
from the
pool
show, I'd
hall.
want a visor.
A protocol,
Definitely.
but if somebody said, "Listen, we're going to leave our table," it's like leave a drink on the
Yes.
bar. You would put like maybe put your
Not-
pool cues on the table. Say, "Listen, we're just stepping away. It's our
As
table."
an ex-degenerate
Yeah.
pool player.
Why couldn't
you
Harvey
put the
leave
sticks
some
on
of
there.
his stuff there?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
agree.
And then
That giant
yeah.
overcoat he's got.
Yeah.
I mean, what an overcoat. Only tall guys only wear major, heavy wool overcoats in that episode.
No wore overcoats in those days.
Yeah, overcoats were big, dude.
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody
Overcoats are
had a
big.
overcoat.
With a sports jacket
Jacket
under
under-
it.
you know what?
Oh my
I'm
god!
Even if you
gonna
walked
say-
in, even if you walked in and the balls were like scattered a little bit, like somebody
Yeah,
was
like
playing,
something broke.
that wasn't
Ooh,
even that.
somebody-
Wasn't even that.
yes,
Nothing.
yes.
They're taking a
Nothing.
break.
Yeah, taking a break, like said Joe, right?
Right.
Pool stick,
Game in
pool's on.
progress.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Joe's going to say something here that I think is crazy. Go ahead.
I think it's
Look at him.
I think it's half and half.
Yes.
I think
Yeah, you could say that.
part of it is it's common courtesy. It's almost
Ralph
like
turns
saying,
into a
"All
bully,
right."
though.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because George was a pipsqueak.
Pipsqueak,
No.
yeah.
And that's why he exuded dominance.
Yeah.
If Harvey was the one that came out
Yeah.
first, hey, this is our table. He would've
Different
been like,
episode
"I'm sorry."
altogether.
Well, then, yeah.
Right.
Then you don't have
You don't have
the
it.
Bensonhurst bomber. But
Because he's not going to say, hey, get a little pipsqueak here.
But I agree with Ralph. Ralph was in the right here. Ralph was in the right.
technically, I agree.
Technically, he's in the right, and then there wouldn't have been a problem if George came out and said, "Hey, listen, we were here," But no, he was a total jerk.
He's a
about
jerk.
it.
Yes.
He is the cousin
Why was he?
of the camera guy from American Weekend. He's the total jerk.
And listen, the
What's
reason
the
why-
name in the episode of the babysitter of the kid?
The babysitter.
No, what's the name of the kid when he wakes him up? Come
Harvey.
on out.
Harvey Jr.
Harvey Jr.
Two Harveys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
three,
Harvey.
actually.
We
Three
said that
Harveys.
before.
You said that? Where
Yeah.
was I?
There was three
Not
Harveys.
not today.
Oh.
I'm saying you and I have talked about it before.
Four Harveys.
Two's
We never brought it up on the show.
Twos or
How many
more
Harveys
theories.
are
Harvey
there?
Jr.,
And Trixie's brother-in-law.
Trixie's brother-in-law.
Four Harveys. There's four Harveys.
Yeah.
Which
A lot of Harveys.
Two of two.
And what's Trixie's first name, really? Trixie's first name?
Oh,
Thelma?
Thelma. Yes.
Yes, Delmer.
So I agree, and I think George only came out there with that bravado because he had
As
backup.
Harvey.
He's got
He had the
backup.
big backup.
He's got backup.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
I know
Pipsqueak
people
knows.
like that. I know people like
He was
that.
being pipsqueaky.
They're tough because they have tough friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's what George
Excellent.
was.
That's what I do when people
Right.
lip with me. I just because I know Joe.
This is my friend Michael
You know what I
Bruce.
mean? And I'm like, I know Joe's behind me, so I'll say
Yeah,
whatever I
that's
want.
it.
Yeah.
All right, this table's yours.
You're in the
You
right.
can't
too.
see him behind that pole. He's lost so much weight, but
Drink was very cold.
It was cold milk.
Guess you never saw one of my babies.
So, in the show, there's a lot of mispronunciations. Oh, you want to do trivia first?
Well, no, it relates to this episode.
Go for
So
it.
That's why
You go
That's
first.
why I
Yeah,
figure
go.
I'll say it now.
Go for it.
This is Lou embodied me for a minute.
Wow,
this
that's
is a
wow,
Lou.
what's that?
This
Is
is
this a
Lou
Project
question.
UFO podcast?
Lou
Or a,
jumped into my system.
remember Project
and was like,
UFO?
Yes. This is a total Lou at the convention.
Invasion of
question.
the Body
He
Snatchers.
was going to ask an impossible.
You know how the questions went at the convention.
The convention was a great time. What was that? 5 years ago already, that convention? But it was a great time. It
months
really
ago.
was.
Yeah, 2
It was
months
great
ago.
meeting everybody and putting faces to names and all that. It was a really, really nice time. And
totally.
I'll see all of you New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Here it is.
Yeah, go.
Oh, look out now.
How much does it cost an hour to play pool?
I know.
65 cents?
65 cents an
65
hour.
cents an hour.
That was an easy one.
65
Was it
cents an
really?
hour.
65 cents
All
an
right,
hour.
by the
was
way-
all right.
By the way, and
I
you
knew
knew
there was
that
a by the
had
way.
to be
Oh,
a by the way.
Yeah.
there's always a by the
I
way.
think with the money thing, compared to what we used to play pool, and I used to play in the mid-'90s.
Where'd you go, Guys and Dolls in Belleville?
Sometimes.
Guys
Most
and
of the time
dolls.
It was triangle billiards.
But you can go next door for legs and eggs at the strip
Yeah,
place.
strip place.
Yeah, legs and eggs.
We did that in Canada, and the stripper looked like John
They're-
McCain. I
They
don't know.
probably looked like Bob and Doug McKenzie. Take off.
Yeah, to the Great White North.
Looked like the one that laid the eggs.
Yes.
65 cents an hour. Very
65 cents an
expensive.
hour. 65.
Very expensive. If that's $6.50 an
Now
hour
we're today.
today, even in the 90s, for two guys, it was like, I think it,
Two guys from Harrison.
Harrison, yeah.
two guys from Harrison. I think if it was two
Which was
of
actually
you,
in Kearney.
it would be three. I think it was like $3, $3 something an hour.
Okay.
So it was like twice as much, 65 cents an hour at the times 10 money thing.
So,
So
was
it's kind of
65
expensive.
cents an hour an ad lib?
No, 65 cents an hour.
Actually,
I love the way you said
in
that.
one of the Lost episodes, when they're in the pool room, you could actually see the prices on the wall.
Wow.
There is one that has prices on the
Wow.
wall. Yeah, you
And
gotta-
what was it? Do you know?
I don't know.
Oh,
Just see it. It's of course it's grainy and blurry.
I'm going to dive
There you
into
go.
some Lost episodes. I think it's time.
There
Some of them are
some,
Yeah.
and I
gotta pay for
we've
them now.
already discussed
It ain't
this.
easy.
We are going to
Yeah.
have we're going to do one of our episodes about
The
one
Lost
of the
ep- the Lost
episodes.
episode.
And because I love the one I want to dissect the scene when Ralph meets Art Carney. and
Oh, yeah. That's a good
meets
episode.
That's a
Ralph.
pretty good
I think that scene where he's like, Ed's like, I think the Art Carney, I think he makes the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's like,
yeah.
oh, Art
That's
Carney.
funny.
Gleason's the guy. He goes, why does Art Carney always got to take a pie in the face? I
Yeah.
think the Gleason
Yeah.
guy. He's like, yeah, that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Which I think is brilliant.
The audience loved it, too.
Doesn't
They
he say?
really
Doesn't
did.
he say something about when Audrey Meadows comes down and he says, "That's Audrey Meadows because Alice is much prettier than her." Something like that.
Yes, there is something like that. Yes,
pretty.
there is.
Ain't that pretty? Alice is much prettier than her.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's a good episode.
I love
That's
that.
a good
There's
one.
a good Lost episode when the one where Ralph has to lose weight for his
Oh my God, I forgot all
has to
about
lose
that.
weight for the bus drivers thing.
Physical or something?
You go for a physical, and it starts out crazy with
He
with
crashed
this measuring
diets.
tape.
Yeah.
The measuring tape is missing 2 inches, and they measure him, and he thinks he's.
He thinks he's
5'10" or
a
something.
different height, so his weight is better
his
than
weight is better,
yeah.
but actually the measuring
Yeah.
tape is off by 2 inches.
Yeah.
It's really funny, but it's got an awful ending. The ending, just when he goes crazy eating food and he puts his hands in the cake and
wow. I haven't seen that in years.
Evil ending.
The ending's awful.
It's very primitive.
The
very
ending's
primitive.
awful. You know
It's
what I'm
primitive.
talking about? You know which one I'm talking
I know
about?
what you're talking
Okay,
about, yeah.
the ending's awful. But
That
it
might
was
have been a
great
variety show,
episode
yeah.
Right.
That's
up
a
until that
variety
point.
show episode,
That's where Mrs.
maybe.
Monicati comes in without the Italian accent.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I think I've only seen it once.
Does she flub it, or she just doesn't
No, she
have
doesn't have it.
one?
She doesn't have
I
it.
think
She
she
doesn't have it.
yeah.
No, 'cause she has quite a few lines. She just doesn't have an Italian accent.
Mrs. Manicotti seemed to be more in the Lost episodes.
Yeah. Different characters, too. A lot of different characters.
Yeah, she was a versatile actress.
Yeah,
Who
'cause
was that again?
Zama Cunningham.
Yeah. No, she did more stuff.
And I
right?
saw her in one Lost where she's actually sitting behind a desk.
Oh, really?
Like some kind of,
Yeah. I'm
better
gonna watch
position.
some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch some.
I watched the one where they adopted the baby.
Oh, that one, yeah. That's,
And
yeah, that's,
the
now,
adoption.
What I
Yeah.
liked about it
Remade in the
was
70s, right?
they
Basically.
Did they remake
they
that
remake
one?
Well,
in the 70s?
one of the specials
That's
was
right,
about
and
them
they
adopting
were
a
like
kid.
in their
Oh.
60s.
Yeah, like-
Yeah, and they're gonna have a
maybe
baby.
like Mrs. Monicati with
Yeah,
12-year-old son.
You know, at some point too, you know, if you do the Lost episodes, you probably have to do, you could do a smattering of the color ones, but those 70s specials, which aren't that great. But
No, they're not.
there's a few things to note in them because, again, it's like a greatest hits show because they'll say old jokes and the audience really likes
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
It's the 50s nostalgia.
Like watching a band play their hits.
Yeah, we could probably, between the four of us, do a quick podcast about that for about 5-6 hours.
Yeah. That's all.
In and out, like a shot.
Like this one.
Yeah, yeah.
But there are, and I think we
The
can have
adoption.
fun with it. But that would be one that we would be.
But the adoption
playing
was
the
a big
clips and
episode,
the-
Joe,
What?
in the Lost episodes. That was a
Yeah, that was a-
popular, well-known
Which one?
episode. The adoption.
The adoption.
Well, it's
Yeah.
drama. It's more
It's
drama
It is
than
drama.
comedy.
funny in it is good. It's just it's like it's surrounded by drama.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
look, that pulls at people's heartstrings because everybody, not that everybody knows what it's like to adopt, but everybody feels lost.
Yeah.
And to think about that, think of the nerve of Gleason to do a comedy episode.
Yeah.
So dramatic.
It's audacious.
Yeah.
It
When-
is.
I'm telling you, and I know it was early in TV, and I know
Right.
a lot of things ended up being firsts, but
Yeah.
that's the original. You know what that is? That's the special episode that every sitcom
Wow,
did
yeah.
in the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah.
Today's a special episode about drug addiction.
Right.
Yeah.
Or a special episode about suicide.
Pedophilia, different strokes.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I always thought that. Well, I think he agrees with me because we were watching it one time, and the all of the drama and seriousness and weirdness of hitting the high note episode.
Yeah.
The humor in it's fantastic.
Oh, it's great.
It's you know what I mean.
And it's and think about it. There's no
The middle scene is
sadness.
fantastic with him and
There's
Norton.
really no sadness.
Joe,
in
did you
Young
say
Men.
like that's one of the one that people say is one of their least favorites?
when
And I think
we-
it's because
Yes.
of the seriousness
Right.
part of it. You know, when you go,
Because he
I
failed.
want to,
But it's
I-
great.
I'm going to see
But
the
it's
Honeymooners
great.
tonight, and you're expecting like funny monies and my aching back. You're expecting
Hello,
comedy,
Ball.
But I think
comedy throughout, and then
Yeah.
you get this serious part where it's kind of sad where Ralph fails. And,
But he fails
Yeah.
at all of them, except
did.
this was
Yeah,
such
but-
a specific fail.
yeah,
It's maudlin almost. It's he's depressed. It's not that he's sad and being dramatic. He's also like depressed. Shut up. But
yeah.
Gleason's talent is such. Gleason's talent is such that
Must be an inside joke, though, because I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
He could whip out. You don't want. No, you don't want to know.
Hit yourself in the head with a shovel.
no.
Let's see.
yeah. Just the tank. The eye will be driving up in his car. Gleason could whip out and be dramatic at any time. What about the episode? Is this also Young Man with a Horn when he does Face It, You Married a Mokes, or whatever he says? I think that's another
He
episode.
does
isn't
it
it?
a couple times.
Yeah, so when he
Well,
does
think
it,
about that. Are you saying
Mopes.
2 times,
Yeah.
Joe?
Joe, no,
More
Joe,
than-
Joe, Joe,
yes.
Joe, please, Joe,
Joe Conti. Two's theory.
refrain from
Yeah. Woo! Did you hear that, listeners? Two theory.
We thought we were past it.
Wow,
Joe had to
Giuseppe
bring it back.
Conti fully
Here's
did
what-
it.
say
Oh
one-
my
say
God!
one more thing about
I heard
that.
him plain as day.
There are 2 Terrells left.
Yeah, there's Ralph taking that test is actually an attainable goal for him, where
Right.
his other schemes are never attainable
for the promotion.
For the
They're not
promotion,
realistic.
But I'm saying even his crazy
not.
harebrained schemes are never realistic.
Right.
This just taking this test for a little clerk
That was
job,
real. It was real.
That's real, and it's
Right.
something that he could actually have done.
Right.
And
It
attained
wasn't
And in a
ridiculous
test,
It
too.
wasn't
premise.
ridiculous.
And Gleason
Exactly.
could carry it by he could on a dime turn into dramatic mode. Gleason.
Yes.
I think Gleason wanted to do more drama if he could. I
Yeah.
think his whole career just went a certain way.
Yeah.
That's the way
Because if you
most
think about the
comedians
hustler,
are.
sure, you think about because it's the pendulum. When we work at selling fun for a living and everything, shut up. You could also you could go the other way and be, you could be more serious and downbeat because you have to have both.
I used to always
Two's
say
theory.
rock
But-
stars all want to be comedians, and comedians
And
want
vice
to be rock
versa.
stars.
And vice
What they
versa.
said about movie stars too with comedians, or
Well,
like
actors
a
wanna be
comedian
rock
can
stars,
become
rock
a
stars
movie
wanna
star,
be
but a movie
actors.
star.
My mother-in-law,
Can't
so
become a
funny.
Gene Simmons did both.
I had to say something about Gleason, though, about the drama. Oh, an underrated aspect in the 39, when he suddenly gets dramatic at the end of an episode, when he's wrong about
Opportunity
something.
knocks.
Yeah.
He goes
That's the
from
one.
That's absolute rage
Yes.
to all of a sudden he's starting to understand, sullen, and then he's sad, and then he's like, you know what? I am going to forgive him. And I'm going to go upstairs. And
Yeah,
he comes back
but-
down.
but Joey-
and you watch it.
Well,
just-
hold on, wait,
it
Joe.
all transforms
For the listeners at home, just because I know the titles of the episodes really tell you what the episode's about.
Yeah, they're very
in this particular
descriptive. They
case,
give
though,
it
which
all
episode
away.
are you talking
You're
about?
right.
Okay,
You're
when
right.
They're so descriptive that they know already,
when
probably.
they
but-
played pool at Mr. Marshall's house.
Okay, thank you.
And, the other thing, they go camping. That was one of your titles, right? In the cassette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they go camping, yeah.
What I was going to say,
When they go fishing.
an underrated aspect. Okay, so Gleason, immense talent, can switch into dramatic, mode on a stop, whatever.
Just
that-
his
on a
facial
dime.
expressions.
On a time. Yeah, applicant.
Or
two
the
nickels,
fishing
'cause
episode.
Two's theory.
How great is his facial episode in the fishing episode when all of a sudden he's sad about what they've tried to do to Trixie, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, Trixie, come on down."
When
like,
they're in the
all
car.
of a sudden
Yeah.
you see his face
Oh, yeah.
humble
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
like,
yes.
"Oh, I really wish I didn't do that." Like just like that.
Because think about Gleason's life. He lost his dad left when he was 9.
Oh, yeah.
and
Brother
his
died.
brother
Adversity.
died when he was 17.
Crazy
and then his mom
adversity.
His mom
died.
died. He was only
And
19, I think.
That's. Some of my favorite actors are comedians that play serious roles. I love Jim
Yeah.
Carrey's serious stuff. I loved Robin Williams' serious
Jim
stuff.
Carrey, once he stretched into the serious stuff, like you don't even have to watch his comedy more because his serious stuff is so weighty from what I've seen of it, right?
And it's
Truman
still
Show
has
even.
fun. I
Truman
love
Show was
Truman.
great.
I love
Yeah,
Truman Show.
But about Gleason, and we got to talk about the fact that he did see aliens fully.
He did.
That he
Yeah, he
fully
did.
saw
He
aliens.
did.
Yeah.
They took him to the.
You know this story,
warehouse in
right, dude?
Florida.
That's why his
before we get
house-
into that, I wanna tell-
Yeah.
The one scene where Ralph is really dramatic when he says to Alice, "Don't Ralph me." You know that scene?
Don't Ralph me.
That
She
is-
says, "Ralph, don't Ralph me."
Isn't that when
It's-
when he does the speech when he thinks he's going to be
Raccoon of the year. I don't know. I can't remember.
Don't
where
Ralph me.
Don't Ralph. He turns to me like
because he's very upset. He's not mad. He's upset.
He's upset, and she's trying to like, "Oh, don't you're always like you'll always be Raccoon of the Year," and that's the scene.
No.
But there's something before that. If that is the episode,
It might
but there
be.
is that one part where he says, "Don't Ralph me," and he walks away. He's like,
I think say it, but there could be a couple of don't Ralph me's.
Dude, and also, yes, you're right. Number one. Number two, I think we should watch some of the episodes and come up with a list of like top 5 Ralph dramatic moments.
Yeah, it's a
good
because you
idea.
can hear it right
It's a good
here.
idea.
Yeah.
I
But
like it.
the one thing I wanted to say, and I tried to a few times, but we got
Really? I'm
sidetracked.
sorry,
Imagine
I
us
figured you
getting
had-
sidetracked.
I figured you had 2 things
couple
to
of
say.
times.
Right,
Couple
right.
of times.
Okay. You remember what you were going to
You
say?
can't underestimate the scoring, the musical pieces that are under him acting serious. Some of them really take the mood down.
Yeah.
Some of those at the end of it, and
And
she
it-
goes, "Oh, Ralph," and whatever.
And it lifts "Baby, You're the Greatest." and all of a sudden, the music
end
lifts.
of On Stage.
Yeah.
When she's like, I wasn't acting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music is like very soap
Stupid
opera.
fool, go to
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah, it's very it's very late show.
What's the matter with her? Go to
It's part
Hollywood, make
of-
some money.
That's definitely part of how. I mean, listen. If you ever watch a movie and think, "Wow, if there's no the only movie I
Yeah.
can think of
Yeah.
that has no music in the background,
Jaws.
Frankenstein.
No Country for Old Men."
I've never seen it.
Oh, you got to see that movie.
Frankenstein has no music.
The original
No.
one from 31.
No
Wow.
music.
No Wow. music.
And that's what makes it more eerie to me. Because music, how music brings you up. Like,
Yeah.
Brings you
something's
back
going to
down.
happen here.
Right.
There's nothing. All of a sudden, you see his face, and there's
Really?
like
One with
whoa.
Glenn Strange. Is that Glenn
No,
Strange?
no. It's Karloff.
That's
Before he
Karloff?
was dancing on the Skeleton Show.
But
Because you get drawn in more without the music.
Yeah.
just to back
Yeah.
what Ron's saying here,
Yeah.
like a movie, whatever, the Honeymooners, that's something that nobody ever talks about. That scoring in those shows is quite impressive.
Yeah.
It is.
Very impressive.
It's
And,
probably another aspect that we don't notice enough.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the music
seriously.
part, the serious stuff is very serial. That comes out of like television, radio serials. I feel
Yeah.
the scoring it's very when you hear the sad stuff, especially. But yeah, the music overall
it's very
is a
radio.
huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Joe,
Like radio show type stuff.
Yeah. The play, it's actually a play, is basically 2-act play, right? Every one is a 2-act play. We don't see
Right.
the curtains going. But you
Right.
do hear the music carry you out
Yeah.
when you know like the scene is stopping.
The music brings you in.
brings you in
And
and,
brings
and,
you
it's-
out.
and it takes you out, and then we know that the scene's over, and most likely we go to commercial.
Right.
And then we pick up, and it's always a different scene.
Think about the
So
music.
the music will take you out.
Yeah, it's never
And
the
you'll
same
know like
scene.
if it's upbeat or if it's dragging
Right.
it down.
Yeah,
and you'll
or
know-
if it's at the Raccoon Lodge.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Think about the
The
music every
West-
time there's a villain or bad guy, gangster or whatever.
Yeah, you'll
you
get
know,
that.
there-
Dan,
Well,
dan,
the,
you get like
yeah.
almost that dan, 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 dan.
Yeah.
The one you just said, that dun, 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 when they go to like the Raccoon Lodge or something, it's all peppy.
Yeah,
like
yes.
they're on the move. They're
Yeah.
going somewhere. They're doing
And
something.
you know it's happening at the
playing.
lodge. It's like
Right.
something stupid.
Something
and-
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Good boy. Crazy Lodge.
Good boy.
That crazy
boy.
lodge.
Good boy.
Peasant.
Peasant.
But yeah, so
Worst best friend.
I think the music is definitely
He
something.
had steak.
Yeah, that is.
Yes. So he's so used to him.
Yeah, like
he
a-
used that
Yeah,
guy.
guy of-
Oh my God.
Lloyd and some egg foo young.
It's awful. Norton is.
Yeah, dinner with me. He had steak.
What did they
So-
say at the Bill Davis dinner? I never had a steak that good.
Yes,
or-
Alice.
Yeah, Alice.
Alice says that.
Wow.
You never had a steak.
Yeah.
I never. How does she actually say? Oh, I can't remember. I never had a steak like this or something like
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I had.
hey,
I
there you
can't
go.
remember.
I can't
Never,
remember.
Two
never had a
steaks.
steak like this. Here's your steak.
Here's your steak.
Two
theory.
Two
steaks.
Two references to
Tuesday.
steak. Yep.
Dude, trying to find the ending
We're
music.
making the list.
we got-
We're making the list.
Two fishing.
Yeah, Lou. Yes,
We got-
Louie.
no,
Fishing
Louis.
trip. Fishing
Yes.
trip. Fishing.
Don't join
And-
the cult.
Fred's Landing.
Yes.
Glorious
Fishing at Fred's Landing.
Two's theory.
Sorry, Joe.
Do I gotta have an
Use
intervention?
fishing theory.
Yes.
I gotta have an intervention
Oh,
with
my
Lou to
God.
get him out of the cult. Get him out of the two.
I'm telling
Call
you.
call
But
the
there
priest.
are. There's an abundance.
I'm gonna go knock on
There
people.
are an abundance of two.
His head's gonna spin in a
occurring
minute.
I'm gonna go
things.
knocking on
Things
people's
that have
doors in the
occurred
neighborhood. You know, the
twice. I'm
Tuesday.
trying to
You're
tell- yeah.
interested in this?
Try to get it out right.
Ron Albanese pamphlet on the Tuesday theory.
The Honeymooners Tower.
Would they give you the Book of Daniel? Would they give you the Book of Ron?
So good. We're making a two's theory list. We got to put it together.
What do you think?
We
you want?
came up with ones even in on the train. There were things we talked
Dude,
about.
There was like 5 of them on the train set.
Yes.
And I can't think of one, but
I'm sure you
wish
could
I
say
would.
we're girls.
I wish I could think of something to say to her.
There's something to say.
So,
do
you
you
know-
want? Go ahead.
Oh, sure. Miss. You said that like you're going to be sorry. Favorite most mispronunciations. I have 3 of them. I want to put now flubs or in character.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
flubs.
Norton, like we said before, like Norton saying Kern.
Correct.
That's in character.
Absolutely, Lou. Absolutely. So number one, interesting. This is one that we all love and say all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that's one that your
Interesting.
phone spells out automatically now.
My phone, when I type in the word interesting, it automatically goes interesting.
Interesting.
So good. So good. Now that's in character. That's
Yeah.
not a flub.
No, that's in character.
Yeah, but I really like that one. Number two, imagination.
Imagination. That's
Imagination.
a flub. That's a flub.
Pure flub here. Love it. And he says it with such a certainty that it's a real word.
Yeah.
He really throws it at her.
And he says imagination 2 seconds before that. And then he comes out with imagination.
Imagination.
Spontaneity.
Oh,
That is
that's a great
real
Norton.
one.
That's a real word.
That's
That's
not
Norton.
In character.
That's in character. Norton just
Yeah.
mispronouncing a word.
And speaking of in character, here's another one I love and I feel is underrated. Aspirin.
Aspirin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aspirin.
Yep.
Aspirin's
Aspirin.
I love it. You
Is
got
there
one?
two references to aspirin in the show?
All right.
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
There's headache
Just throwing
powder.
out there.
Headache powder.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah.
headaches.
They didn't-
Yeah, headache.
There's two headaches.
Oh my God!
there's
two
two headaches
theory.
named
Two
Ron
headaches.
and
Oh my God! We gotta start it. We gotta start a database.
Two
I love. Are you kidding? The only place for me is home.
Home.
The way she delivers that is
home.
His home.
Yes.
With eyes of she's going to cut his head off.
Yeah.
But investigate. I love investigating.
It's not quite the phone
You're
number.
the one to be an investigator.
Investigator.
Yeah.
Investigator.
Ah,
Yeah.
because he almost said
Investigate.
invaded.
Yeah.
You're the one that's
Yeah.
being invaded.
Invaded.
He almost
Yeah.
said.
He coughs.
Yeah,
He coughs is
He coughs.
in character and wonderful. Supposed to be Brooklynese.
Kern.
He coughs is
Give me
great.
back my Kern.
Earl, of course,
Earl.
another
Earl.
in
Earl.
character.
Drop Earl.
Yep.
Drop
Yeah,
Earl.
so good, so
Kern.
good. There's more. Yeah,
Oh, there's got to be a ton more.
yeah. But the whether it's a flub or not, again, put it to the listeners. The fraternity. Are there any other ones that you know of? Because there are a lot.
Yeah.
We've asked the listeners about 11 lists for this for the 2 hours.
Dude, they got work to do.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
they-
blow up Facebook.
You'll get it. You'll get the list too.
They have to do twice as much work now.
We're gonna try to
Listeners,
get-
we know you don't do Windows and you get Saturdays off
God.
Yeah.
and you don't clean up after late night
Late
snacks.
snacks.
So you guys have been here 3 times. Am I right? Mm-hmm.
This is the fourth.
Is this the 4th?
Which is a multiple of 2.
So I was going to say you guys have been here 2 times too many.
Oh yeah, Weisenheimer.
Oh, you dirty.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want?
Oh, what I
So
like
how much time we got? Because
Oh, Joe, I remember what it was. I remember what it was.
What?
now.
Go, go,
I
go, go,
got it.
go.
I remember.
Go.
I
We're on
remember
an
what it
hour.
was.
Wow.
I remember what it was. It was. Is there any single word for the Honeymooners? Fans out there, you podcast guys. I know I have some. Is there any single word? Anytime you hear that word, it immediately brings you to the Honeymooners. For me, the word torch.
Torch.
I have a torch.
Have a
Yeah.
torch.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's single
God, yeah.
single words, not phrases,
Right,
sentences.
just a word.
One word.
I would have
Torch
to
is
think
one of them
about
for me.
that.
I have a torch.
Hucklebuck.
What's that?
Whenever I hear somebody say Hucklebuck.
All the
Right,
time.
because
I
that's
hear it
all the
all
time.
the time.
Yeah. So the little barista at Starbucks
Starbucks.
said, "Excuse me, sir, would you?"
Good
like
morning,
to-
Hucklebuck.
Yeah, how
Can
do
I help you?
Hucklebuck? Do you want a tall grande? Nobody says Hucklebuck.
Dynaflow.
Flow.
That's another one that takes me right to Honeymooners.
Yeah, that's Dinosaur's cousin.
Mr. Johnson.
Talking to Joe about that.
He'll have a. That's a great question. What
Oh,
about
dude.
Single word.
I had a name.
I
You know
know
what's another?
there's a bunch of them. And of
Text
course,
me
I'm
that
like,
Listeners,
I will.
Text me
listeners,
that question, and
we
I'm
need a
gonna
name
pose
of all stores because in another episode, there's another name of another store that we talked about. You and I said this.
Well, there's Bloom Gardens.
Krautmeyer's.
Krautmeyer.
Bloom Gardens is very rare.
Yeah, that's the
Bloom
one.
Garden is the one I heard. yes.
Wallace's department store.
Wallace's department store.
Robinson.
Two's Theory.
mentioned?
Wallace.
Wallace's.
Wallace's department store.
Angel-
Two's Theory. You better name this episode Two's Theory, Joe Conti.
Joe Conti just quit.
Walk out to your car.
Walk out.
He's literally leaving, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got feelings.
No, that's not an accident.
I walk out the
Wallace's.
store. I'm not going to ever come back again.
He's gotten up and walked away twice. He's waving
Wave
the
white
flag. Yeah.
Flag. It's over. It's all over. All over.
He's going to pay that rent increase
all around.
because he knows how easy you catch virus.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
Every single time I hear the word regardless. I always think
Regardless.
That's what
Regardless.
started it. Is when you said regardless.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
I'm going for the
And
$99,000.
yeah. Anytime I hear the word regardless, right there.
And you know what's funny? We have 3 cats and a dog. My dog's name is Gleason, obviously.
Right.
On purpose. One of our cats named Herb. And it was not on purpose. So every time my wife's like, "Where's Herb?" I think of Herb. I think of Herb. Of course. So in my house, I hear Herb and
Cookies.
all the time. Cookies.
Cookies. What?
Cookie.
What
And
about
by
it?
the way, I'm
Oh, when you hear
every time I hear the word
yes.
cookies,
That's a good one.
immediately.
And
That's
if
a
you
good
say
one.
It
cookies,
doesn't
you're going to say
yeah.
it like Bert.
Of course.
You're gonna say
Your teeth
cookies.
closed. Your cookies.
By the way-
Your cookies. You have to keep your teeth closed. Oh, by the way,
I hate to do this, but here it comes, Joe. I'm sorry, but I got to say
here
it.
it
I got to
comes.
say
Yes.
it. So they don't want me
Oh,
down there.
yeah.
They don't want me down there to buy cookies.
Cookies on.
Bert's cookies.
yes. 2 times. Try to defy it. You can't deny it. You can't run from the twos theory. Now stop it. You're waving flags and everything. It's the twos theory. It's real from Mattel.
Cookies.
It's the twos theory from Mattel.
Joe
Assembly
Conti's
required.
currently putting
Just put
in
earplugs in.
Yes.
2 of them.
Twos are 2 times cookies.
Two earplugs.
Earplugs.
2 earplugs.
2 cookies. Whenever I hear traffic manager, I always think of the honeymooners.
I hear that all day long.
All day
All
long.
day long I hear traffic.
Endless.
Endless.
Traffic manager.
Traffic
Traffic manager.
Whenever I look at it seriously, then whenever I see the time is 8 o'clock, I always.
I think whenever
yeah,
I heard
always.
yes,
Always.
whenever in all seriousness too, whenever I've heard about like somebody's mother-in-law or something, I think of that wonderful woman.
Yeah, I got
alone.
one for you. And it's true.
Sonny boy.
August.
August. There you go.
August.
It's August, right? With a T. It's not August.
No, it's
Gunther?
August. Like the month.
Gotcha.
Like the
Like
month.
Augie.
Gotcha. Wow,
Augie
it's
would be short,
August?
right?
Yeah, it's August. Gunther.
I had a drum student named August once, so some people do name their kids
Yeah,
August.
August.
Yeah, it's,
Yes.
Augie is usually the shortened
Yeah,
name for
Augie. I had
somebody.
my
That's
friend's name
my
was
pop.
Augustin. He
Dude, you
was,
had a whole
Did you
month
get that
of
one?
August on the brain.
Augie doggy.
Augie doggy.
That's my
Augie
pop.
doggy.
and Doggy Daddy.
Yes.
Gee, Yogi.
And that's also.
We're gonna find that forest ranger?
Hey,
Boo Boo, the Forest Ranger. And that's our Carney right there.
Oh, totally.
And
That picnic
Augie Doggy, the father, or is that Augie
That's
Doggy, the
we
father?
were just talking about
he's
Jimmy
doing- he's
Durante,
right? He's
Yeah, we were
doing
talking about Durante.
right?
That's
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Say,
Augie doggy.
we're doing a honeymooners podcast. Exit stage left. Having some Murgatroyds. I do a lot of impressions
Heaven's
that are useless of characters that nobody knows.
I know.
Trying to-
Snagglepuss.
You did it, yeah. You do Snagglepuss.
It's a truth theory, even.
It's a twos theory, even. Exit stage left. Hey, boo boo, we got a twos theory. Gee, Yogi.
Joe is currently gaining weight as we talk.
Boris,
These
Tommy.
people are making me gain weight.
Rocky and Bullwinkle have the twos theory. Natasha, we must stop Bullwinkle from the twos theory. Oh, Rocky. Gee, Bullwinkle. Come on, that was good.
Come on, Joe.
All right.
Bring us on home.
Yes.
Let's.
Some smelling salts.
We
salts.
have smelling salt.
Nobody uses smelling salts anymore. Or saltpeter.
Grab the smelling
Nobody uses
salt.
saltpeter.
Grab the
And
smelling
smelling
salt.
salt.
Yes.
Right? Well, before we do our last bit, which you guys know what the last bit is, we have to talk about our third sponsor. Now, I don't know if Ron knows. Michael has it
Bam
listed.
burgers.
No. Our third sponsor
Bams.
is
Gimbals.
UPS.
Brother Norton's Printing Company.
Ooh.
Brother Norton.
Cool.
Spruce Run Printings and Graphics.
Yes.
Go to sprucerunprinting.com. Get yourself all of your printing needs. He did everything at the convention. And
Awesome.
Look, the
Great.
banner,
It looked great.
all the
Everything.
signs, everything.
Oh, that's great.
And we're going to do the same exact jokes as last week.
Oh, yeah,
until I
because
can
we
get
have-
new
we have-
jokes.
we haven't picked any
Now,
new-
what we
we
do
haven't
is we
picked any
tell
new
you,
ones yet, so
we say, listen, you're not going to regret going to Brother Norton to get all your printing needs, right? But what we do is say, hey, listen, go get yourself an estimate somewhere else for your business. And when you get that estimate, you're going to think to yourself, you know what?
We could be laughed out of the business.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, if it's not right.
But
Yeah.
Wow. That was good.
Wait, it's not right?
No, that was right. No, I'm saying that's right. I'm saying if your printing wasn't right.
Oh, yes, of course.
laughed at it.
If your printing wasn't right.
I was just
Right.
filling that little that
Right.
dead air spot.
Now,
He was
if
trying to help you.
I was
But
gonna
what
go
you
like-
do is you go when you call Brother Norton or Rob at Spruce Run Printing, and he gives you the price. You're going to know he's going to do a good job. And when he gives you the price, you know what you're going to say?
Go ahead and print it.
Go ahead and print it. Exactly.
Wow. Is printing mentioned twice? Because funny money, did they mention printing the money? Because the good paper, that might be a twos theory.
Here's a twos theory: is
Yeah,
that they have
he prints it in the
did you
paper.
Did you check to see if all of it fit in there? Money in suitcase, and then money in suitcase when he finds it on the bus.
Twos theory.
Twos theory: money in suitcase is
Oh
two.
my God! Yeah, come on, it's twos.
Wow.
Lou is on board. He is finally given in.
I'm almost convinced, Joe. Not
Yeah, not quite. We gave you 19,000 of them.
I just nailed it. There's another one: money in suitcase.
That's excellent. I love the weathered look on the suitcase. The prop department outdid themselves.
That's just they've used that suitcase twice.
That
There you go.
twos
I
theory.
mean to
You
say-
walked right into it.
I don't know.
Twos theory.
I'm thinking, well, what do I think of the twos theory? And
And you were a stupid head.
exactly.
Nah, this is real because none of them. I'm telling you, it's not like there's 5 and then 3, or there's a lot of twos, an inordinate amount of twos.
Listen, you want to talk about my dating life when I was single? You want to talk about a lot of twos that
Twos
I
theory.
dated?
He dated some twos. A street two. Yeah.
Joe, that could be in your comedy bit right there.
It might
good.
Be. It might be. It might be. So please go to Spruce
Up
Run
your nose
Printing.
with a rubber hose.
SpruceRunPrinting.com.
Yes.
And listen, just go and patronize Brother Norton.
Gabe
He's a great guy.
Kaplan was supposed to be like this huge breakout star, and he
That
went
was supposed-
nowhere.
That was supposed to be his show.
And he
Welcome
nailed.
back
Yeah,
home.
and he
Yeah.
kind of got buried in that by the Barbarino wave.
Yeah.
Connor, what is the meaning of this?
Yeah.
Well, gee, Mr. Woodman, I wanted to teach them. Freddie, but anyway, and then he did the one movie, the basketball movie.
Yeah, when he played the coach or something.
Yeah, and that was like basically it. And then what happened
was
to
pretty
Gabe
bad.
Kaplan? I told you
He
recently
was
what
pretty
he did.
bad.
One trick pony, maybe. But I have his novelty record with the picture sleeve, up your nose with a rubber hose. He does not have a hose in his nose on a picture sleeve.
Then he became a card player.
Yes, he became
Yes.
a professional gambler
Big
well into the
professional poker
2000s.
player. Yep,
Yeah,
yep, absolutely.
Professional gambler. And he wrote a book about it that I own.
You bought?
Yes.
Okay.
And read.
Is it in there with everything else
So
you
you
bought?
mean with everything that you did today? So wait a minute. Everything that you did today, that made you embarrassed. Okay, that's weird. All right. Well, you guys know.
Remember when Barbarino left and they tried to replace him with a different,
Oh my God!
like a different greaser type?
I was
You
far
were-
beyond context.
yeah.
Welcome Back, Cotter was one of those shows.
Original cast,
that
amazing.
When
Yeah.
I think of it, it felt a lot better. But when I revisit it,
Doesn't
it
hold
wasn't
up.
nearly
Does
as good.
not hold up.
Some don't.
Maybe
Some
the
don't.
first
That's one
5
of
or
them.
6 episodes are great. It had a vibe.
I still love
Yeah.
the early episodes.
Yeah, it influenced me to become a teacher.
Well,
actually,
they also
I
said
you know,
that after the second season,
Oh, they went
all
crazy.
of the writers left, and they had all brand new writers, and they just didn't.
Gabe Kaplan fought with Comac, the guy that created that, and he also created what? Chico
Oh my God, Chico.
and the
Chico
man.
and the Man. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember watching
Jack
that as a
Albertson.
kid. Yep.
You're a crook. How could you take a boy's dreams and smash him to pieces?
Scatman
You
Crothers.
stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized. Good day, sir. Come on, Charlie. Let's go. This is the Willy Wonka podcast. Everybody.
with Ron, you just insert a quarter.
Yeah,
and
like,
you're gonna get
yeah,
it.
You just gotta. I'm a force of nature, like Spruce Run Printing, ladies and gentlemen. SpruceRunPrinting.com.
Okay. Can we get through with Joe with the commercial?
Oh, I don't know.
we're done.
I'm thinking Ralph has a reaction to all this.
Okay.
Spiegel, Chicago 60609.
609.
All right, let's get to it.
Do you have a sound bit?
This is Ralph's I mean, not Ralph. This is Lou's.
Joe's losing. Joe is officially a loser.
Joe's gone.
There's a flub.
Joe's
This is
gone.
Ralph.
Well,
Not
maybe
even the
I should-
actor's name. He's in a character on the
I know.
show.
yeah.
I should flub one more time, so I flub twice, right? Oh, I hate all of you. Now I hate all of you.
Now you need one-
Tuesday.
Joe, you need one more spoonerism, and you got your.
I know. Then I got my two. Yeah, exactly. All right, you guys know it's Louis' number 2 favorite bit.
Yes,
That's why I
twice.
gave it to you. Number 2
Yes, you
favorite
did.
bit, and you guys know what it is.
Love the symbols.
See if you guys can all pull this off.
Yeah, come on.
And now, Tom, who is our first guest, please? Our first guest,
Beautiful.
ready to leap the first hurdle on his way to the $99,000 answer, is our
Comedian from Bayonne, New Jersey, Joe Conti, with help from Ron Albanese and Michael Bruce.
I want to see the expression on your face when you miss it.
When you all miss it.
Wow, she's picking on us.
Okay,
she's-
I know, Mike.
Here we go.
I tried to do a Louis
Joe.
question and failed miserably.
What did I say to you during the week? I said, I can imagine what Michael's doing right now because I told you about the question. And I said, because I like to get the questions like with multiple answers in
Right,
it because
right.
you all put your heads together.
Yeah.
I see he's probably going through every song he ever
Now,
heard.
let me tell you- Let me tell you, on the way down,
Should only know.
on the way down, I started thinking. I go, God, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to, I'm trying like a lunatic. He has me like losing sleep, like a lunatic trying to figure out like
he's gonna.
what. But the problem is there's so many of them.
I know there are.
And I'm like, which one is he gonna pick? You know?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. You guys ready?
All right.
Joe,
Do
this
we need a pen and paper or anything?
Don't need it.
No,
Don't need it.
Pad of paper. Pad of paper.
Pad and paper. Pad and paper.
Do they need a pad and paper twice in the show? I don't know.
Good points and bad points.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Professor Walter Newman. Lou.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
Before you were so rudely interrupted.
By these
By
two.
these two who haven't interrupted all day.
Bring my,
I'll be around here all day.
when he hears this foreign sound.
Foreign sound.
You know the 2 times Ralph falls, he goes, whoa, before he actually
Yes.
falls?
He goes right into it.
Yeah, he goes, whoa.
Yep.
He hasn't
Yep.
fallen yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And he does his
Yeah.
scream before that.
Because he starts it when he enters the scene.
Yeah.
And then he walks closer
To the-
because he's got to go down.
Right, he falls on the rock
Yeah,
and
he
he
needs
goes,
the space.
whoa, and he hasn't slipped yet.
Yep.
Same thing with the skates. Whoa, and he hasn't
Yep.
slipped. And he hasn't
There's
done
2
that.
falls.
2 falls
There's
right
2
there.
things on floors.
Okay. well,
Bowling ball bag and the rock candy.
You got about candy.
2 things on the floor.
Okay, guys, you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, Walter Newman comes from Dial J.
Okay.
And we all know what Dial J is.
Yep.
Look, you two are pretty good at making complaints, aren't you?
Comes full circle. I love it. Yeah.
Okay, so Ralph's now the superintendent of the building,
Maintenance engineer.
right, maintenance engineer.
And be nice to him. Tip him every now and, then.
you know,
Show him respect.
Show him respect. I could have smoked that cigar myself, you know. Okay. I'm going to give you the problem that Ralph had on the telephone. People are calling his line,
Okay.
and you have to tell me who the person is.
Okay. Oh my God.
Okay, one's easy. So I'm going to give you the easy one because that'll be like a good
Start.
good start.
Good start.
And
Start
explain.
slow.
Yeah, start
Damn
slow.
it.
You
On the
I
janitor
would say
wall
like-
phone?
I would say like
Janitor wall phone.
janitor
Okay.
wall phone. I would say like house phone. It's a house phone. You can't get Jersey
Can't
on
get
it.
Jersey
That's
on
Right.
Mrs. Schwartz.
Mrs. Schwartz.
Two
Okay.
phones used in the show.
Okay.
Yes.
In the Crampton apartment.
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes.
Okay.
Up,
Can't-
Michael.
it's
Here we go.
2 doors
You ready?
in the main set. The bedroom and the door of the apartment.
Go ahead. Lou.
2's theory.
Go scared. Who had a problem with her sink?
Oh.
I know. Mrs. Manicotti.
Yes. Mrs.
I was going to
Nice.
say, right? Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
7 of these.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
These are the easy ones.
I
The
figured
last 3 are
Brutal.
they're like convention questions.
Oh, my God. You killed the audience. You killed the audience.
All right. Who says about Ralph taking things from his icebox?
Fogarty.
Got it.
Nice.
Wow.
All right.
Nice.
Well, this,
All
is going,
right.
this is going a little bit too smooth.
Wow.
He's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Not bad.
Who Whose garbage can was full? Eureka.
Swartz.
No.
No. Damn it. Because
Schwartz was the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a guy.
Yes. Eureka.
Garrity.
My garbage can is full.
You're on it.
Garrity.
It's not Garrity.
John.
No, it's not Garrity.
It's not Garrity.
All right. Fogarty. No.
No, we just had Mrs.
Just had
Fogarty.
Mrs. Fogarty.
It's not John Fogarty. No.
No.
He would never get back with Credence. Can you believe that? It's like me and oh. Yeah, I know. Don't even go there.
I'll give you a hint. It's an Irish name.
Yeah, thanks.
Like, what is it?
But it's like a different name that's not.
Flaherty?
No.
Who?
No.
Oh,
I'll tell you, it's a name that's
Did you
been
say
used.
Flaherty?
Flaherty. Flaherty. The guy with the guy with the costume, right?
Yeah. No.
I may not fit.
No, that's
The
Hannigan.
ghost?
Hannigan. That's Hannigan.
Hannigan.
Hey, Flaherty, but that's the guy who throws up the costume.
Somebody gets thrown to.
Hey, Flaherty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flaherty, throw me that box there. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Okay.
a good
This
one.
name has been used several times.
Yeah. Cassidy. No.
No, but close. You're on the right
it's
track.
not Johnson.
It's not Grogan.
No.
So what is
Old
it
man
that
Grogan's underwear.
This is
Eureka?
Eureka. My garbage can is full.
And
Right.
Say Mr.
Yes.
something?
He does.
No, she says it. That was Mr.
So-and-so.
Oh, right. Alex says it. Yeah.
Garrity.
No,
I'm a
you said
Garrett.
Garrett. No,
No.
you said Garrity. Right. He was wrong the first time. He's gonna be wrong the second
Your
time.
sisters,
You're
man.
that's your two theory.
This is.
I'm never
ripping
good
me
at
apart.
these.
This is
I know these are hard,
ripping me.
Huh?
I know this.
and it's Irish.
First
Give us
letter.
the first letter.
R.
Oh.
It's been used like 2 or 3 times. The name.
And that's the last name?
That's the last. Yeah, just the last name.
So, last name. The name starts with R.
Starts with an R.
Ends with a Y.
It does.
Yeah. It's got it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
It's tough.
Regency.
We could do this. All right.
I got it.
Go, Joe.
Riley.
You got it.
Oh.
Joe.
Excellent.
That was Mr. Riley, and I quote, Eureka, my garbage.
Mr. Riley.
I love how she goes up on that.
Yes,
Mr.
Mr.
Riley.
Riley.
Eureka.
My garbage can is full. That's like
Music.
really funny.
Music.
That's really funny.
Like music.
I would like more backstory on Mr.
All right.
Riley because
Yeah.
he was kind of like sarcastic.
Yeah.
You know, I like
Yeah.
him.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. These 3.
Oh God.
I'll tell you. If you get 1 out of 3, God bless you. All right. Who had a problem with her radiator? Ralph had to fix her radiator.
And this Alice relates this to him, right?
I think Alice writes these down, and she's
This is the list part.
She reads the
Oh,
list to him.
man.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I know this.
As I'm sitting there losing my brain about this, why
Man
did
or
I
woman?
think of this?
Man or woman?
Woman.
And so it's a Mrs. something.
Yeah, it's Mrs. The next 3, these are all Mrs. All 3.
Interesting hint.
Interesting.
Is it a name that we've heard before?
Yes, you have heard this name before in the building. You've had this
In the
name-
building.
well, this is obviously all in the building, but we've heard the
Right,
name
but-
before mentioned in
Sure.
the building.
Sure.
First letter.
I'll put it to you. I'll give you this hint, Michael. She has a son
Oh,
in the building.
it's
Mullen.
No.
Tom. Oh.
365 days.
Yeah. Mullen kid's got to come up from the Navy.
I'm going to say
That's
it
a
again.
great line. That's an underrated
My
line.
kid was in the Navy, and he came home for Christmas. I said it 1,000 times. It was the greatest thing ever.
Oh, I would have.
365 days of the year.
Son, thank you for joining the Navy,
Navy
just so I could have that
this.
humor.
He could not win for losing in that episode at that part.
No, but that's close.
Oh.
Because
Stephen
the
Austin.
son
Steve
had
Austin.
something to do with that little circle of kids.
Right.
The baseball team.
Gunther.
The not the base, the stickball team.
The stickball team.
Gunther. No.
Does Folsom say his name when he says this
Yes,
boy
I
had
think he does. Yes, I think he does.
We are
Oh,
racking
he says.
our
Oh,
brains.
I think Folsom says the so and so boy, Mrs.
Oh, Stevens.
Son.
right.
I think that's how he says it.
Because aren't there 2 Mrs. Stevens?
So aren't they-
No, there's Simpson. There's Steve
So-
Simpson.
Yes.
So this name has been used twice.
This building is like a huge high rise.
Oh God, dude, it's like a scene.
Like a-
We went through that. Remember we went through that, Joe, one episode. We actually went through the building on one episode.
Yes,
Yep.
I remember-
That was
I
a
remember
great
that.
episode.
that's
remember that.
a good yeah.
That
Good
was fun.
episode.
That was fun.
I know one of my favorite ones. When
Which
we
way
went
they're
through
facing.
when we went through the building's architectural design.
Yeah, the
like it makes,
dead
like,
end.
no
Which
sense.
way they're
No sense.
facing.
Like,
Yeah.
how does Carlos get into Ralph's apartment?
There,
Because the fire escape ends.
Yeah,
If you looked
yeah.
at the
There's
building
like a hard dead
from
end.
the sky, it would look like the letter M or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
It
like,
just
yeah, really.
doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense.
I'm not going to get
now
this.
you got to give
All right,
us
I'm gonna give you the
letter.
first one. B.
Carlos.
B.
B.
What are we on? Oh, the radiator. I forgot what it was. She was fixing. He fixed her radiator. Okay, so think. It starts with a B. Her son's on the stickball team.
Bentley.
No, but that's close.
Benson.
Close. All right, I'll give you another hint.
Go ahead.
Tommy Monacotti, the kid that played Tommy Monacotti, also played the other kid. He shows up in one with the baseball glove. Remember I said, remember we said props, and I said I want that
Baseball
kid's
glove,
baseball
yeah.
glove.
Right. Now go have your milk and
I just can't think of it. It's killing me. I can't get
Starts
it.
with a B. The kid's name was Johnny.
Benson? No.
I said Bentley and Benson. He said they were both
They're
close.
really close. You
Right.
can't get any closer.
Bensley.
Really? Bentley. Son?
Johnny.
Bench.
Yeah.
Johnny Bench. Cincinnati Reds.
I have his autograph on a baseball.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you do work for the Mets, so.
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
Guys,
You
give up.
think? Yeah.
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 Bennett.
Oh.
This is
Tommy Bennett.
Is it Johnny? No, it's Johnny.
Johnny Bennett.
It's Johnny.
We're
It's
deep
Johnny.
in the names now. We are deep in the
Wow.
names.
Bennett. So she's, that name showed up several times.
See, I feel like we should know this. This is what bugs me.
And
It's
I think
the list.
This is tough to list. I think you should know it. Though when I give you the hints, I think you should get
Right.
That's tough.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
just the
right,
last one.
right.
Is this the now we
No,
got
you got two more. Comes in twos. Here. All right, I believe this is the line. I'm not 100% sure. You guys will correct me. When Alice was reading off the list, she said, "You didn't fix Mrs. the Venetian blinds. You broke them."
I love that. I love that.
The great
Venetian blinds.
Blind. You broke him.
Oh my God.
And we had them when we were little, the Venetian blinds.
Yeah.
Oh, they were metal.
Dude.
Your my mother used to clean them in the bathtub.
They
With
get
with-
wet. You take them down. You soak them.
soak them in the
yeah,
bleach,
yeah.
the Biancoline,
Yeah,
in the bathtub,
Biancoline.
in the
Yeah.
bathtub,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Yes. Biancoline. Saying a regional dialect
like,
slang for bleach.
Not beyond the lean. This is beyond
Biancoline.
madness.
Biancoline.
Oh my
Remember, used to
God.
come in that gallon.
Yeah.
The
of
guys used to
course,
come around.
yes.
They used to all bring their gallon down. He used to fill
Yep. Yep. Oh my God. Yes.
Old time
Finley?
Old time New Jersey.
They would get creases.
Finley?
on 'em.
No.
You didn't fix
I'll
them.
put it.
You broke them.
It's like a Swedish name.
Oh. This is like the
So
international embassy
Yeah.
here in this
I should know
building.
this. This is
I'm trying to
her
think if
Venetian
she was
blind.
ever mentioned before. I don't think so.
Then you got to give us a first initial. I mean,
Oh.
this is her last name.
Give me the first syllable.
The first letter is O.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't fix her, but you blind. You broke it.
Mrs. That's so good. He was such a disaster, Shatter.
it's
He
not
fucked
like,
up this
hey,
woman's blinds.
You didn't.
I mean, my
fix her
God.
Venetian-
You didn't
it is
fix her
really
blinds.
funny. Like
broke
you didn't
them.
fix your Venetian blinds.
I'll pay it.
You broke them.
broke
Yeah.
them. How far? Because he.
And
that up.
imagine
I wanna
seeing
hear
him,
Alice say that.
seeing
Pull that up.
Ralph work on
Oh my
Venetian
God.
blinds is hilarious.
If you can pull that up, I
Figure
want to
it.
heir her say that. It's just so
Figure
great.
this. I think she says.
After
I
the
wrote it
what-
down, so maybe I don't know. I hope she probably said it. He probably can't fix anything.
Right.
He doesn't look
can't.
like the
He's
type
not
that
handy.
is handy at all.
No,
So
no.
he wouldn't be able to fix anything.
We'll listen to the whole list, but I
Yeah.
want to hear her say that.
Yeah. Oh, you got to go.
Miss-
Joe, see if she says
He
Venetian.
wasn't
Pretty sure she says
qualified
Venetian.
for the job.
Yeah.
as
Oh,
janitor.
God, not at all.
Let
It is
alone
Venetian.
No,
he
no,
was
it's
doing
gotta
like
be
a
Venetian.
Baywatch
Venetian.
Nights
Yeah.
where he's going to work all night and be like a lifeguard all day. Yeah. So it was.
Okay,
yes,
so
I
Mrs.
referenced Baywatch.
Mrs. with an O.
Oyster? No.
Mrs. What nationality is it?
Swedish.
Oh,
She's like a Scandinavian name.
It's an O.
Ossenbach.
I have no idea.
Ossenbeck.
None whatsoever.
Ossinger?
Olsen.
Oh,
Wow.
Olsen.
Very nice.
Mrs.
Olsen. Mrs.
I
Olsen.
knew it couldn't be long.
We
Had to be
trashed
short.
our Venetian blinds.
Are we done yet?
No, we got one left.
Yeah, this is like a
Here we go.
difficulty
Okay.
level.
He had to fix her bathtub. I don't know what the line.
I was like,
I can't
what does
remember
he
the
fix?
line
Did he
leading
have
up to
to-
it, but it had something to do with fixing her bathtub.
Did he have to caulk it, or
Yeah,
like what
whatever.
did he have to do?
Something to do with her bathtub.
You could take your dirty dishes out of the sink. What do you know? It's
That
the
was Miss-
bathtub.
that was Mrs. Monacotti.
No, that
Yeah,
was
that's
Monacotti.
yeah.
Sorry.
Don't be a Weisenheimer.
That's him. That's him. The first 4 questions were actually him on the phone.
Yes.
And then the
These
next
here are the last
li-
3 are the
yes.
list.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you haven't heard anything? You know, then Dallas says something.
So-
You haven't heard anything yet.
according to
First
this
letter.
too, as a corollary, how many apartments did Ralph go into to do work?
Well, right here.
Yeah, he probably
1,
did.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Norton. Did he ever get to Norton's?
He did go to Norton's. Wasn't he going to go there?
Pipes. I'll fix your pipes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then
He
had to go to
walked
the
up there
basement.
with the wrench. They
Yeah.
walked up together. Didn't they walk out of the door together to go up there?
Yes, because he goes
Yes.
like
Yes.
this. He wanted to hit
So
them.
that's 8.
So he goes,
That's 8.
fix my, you know, he
Yes.
hands him the
Yes.
wrench.
Wheels the
And-
wrench
oh,
around.
it's so
while-
funny.
Hey, what I like.
I love Norton's face. Norton like sticks his jaw out at him.
Fix my. Yeah,
And he
yeah.
goes, oh, what I
What I like to belt.
Threat of violence. That's technically a 2 theory or more.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the episode though. So, but it's
not
3
the end of the
occurrences.
episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
who needed her bathtub repaired?
First initial.
I'll give you another. It's Irish.
It's Irish. Okay.
Shocker.
First
H. First initial H.
Haggerty.
No.
Harriet.
No.
Got it. Higgins.
No.
Darn.
Hannigan. I have no idea.
Close. That's close.
This is Hannigan. All right, we're on the
That's
Annie trail
close.
now. I know a lot about Annie.
What? Harrigan?
No.
Harrison.
Hannigan. No, I said that.
No.
Higgins.
No. You said that
He's
too.
somebody.
He said that. Yeah.
All right. Higgins.
No.
No.
I have no idea. Nope.
Mrs. Hannon.
I would have
Hannon.
never.
Hannon.
You guys want to hear the list? I've
Yeah, go.
I've never heard.
Joe, can I just say that I think like if he would have whipped out and said, name all of the things he had to fix, I could have maybe nailed that.
Oh, the other way around.
If it was the
saying
other
what-
way around.
Oh, just
I could-
saying what things did Ralph fix without.
Yeah, if
without
you said
names.
name all the things that Ralph had to fix,
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think we
I don't
would've
know.
I think we would have.
I think that's great. And
Me
I'll
personally,
also,
I never would have got bathtub.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
either.
and going
I
back
don't
to what I
think
said
so.
But
about
the
the
names
apartments
is
he visited,
harder.
Yeah.
that means there's at least 8 plus his 9 apartments. Right?
Yeah. Oh, just we talked
So is
about
that
it.
at least 9 apartments
We got-
that we know of?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Mrs. Well, we got Mrs. Halpern.
10.
Got the antenna.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's
okay.
right.
10 apartments that we know
Who,
of that
I
are
believe-
documented in the
Now that-
universe reel.
Yes, yes.
10 apartments.
All right, so Joe's gonna place the
Yep.
list scene, right?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Fine, they'd still be here.
Well, I got a few items for you to try out your new efficiency system on. While you were working today, Mrs. Bennett dropped in to complain about her radiator.
She came in.
2, Norton wants his water pipes fixed. 3, the fire inspector was around. He said you better clean out the cellar or else. 4 and 5, Norton wants his water pipes fixed. 6, Mrs. Olson said you didn't fix her Venetian blinds, you broke it.
All right, I heard enough.
Oh, you haven't heard anything yet, Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
Wait till I get through telling you about Mrs. Hannon's bathtub. That's really a doozy.
There you go.
What's the matter with these people? Don't they?
I would love to know what she told her about the bathtub. I'm like, man, what could it be? Was there a dead body in there? Like, what is this, Silence of the Lambs?
That's a doozy.
Like, really? What they did?
Like a snake came up her drain pipe.
That
or
is a
something?
fantastic trivia question.
Oh, I said I got to get a list. I got to
is
get one with
a
a list so we could all just
Ralph's
put their heads
fantastic.
together.
Ralph's biggest failure might just have been being a janitor. I mean, you know, he failed at selling the handy housewife helper. He destroyed the set. He got nervous.
Right.
He got nervous again, Two's theory, on a $90,000 answer.
Yeah.
So that's actually 2 times you got nervous on television.
Television, yeah. That's
Oh
nice.
my God, Michael Bruce.
All right.
Two's theory.
Thank you guys for coming.
Oh, good no. Two's theory.
I've had enough of your Two's theory.
You got nervous twice on TV.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
amazing.
we're coming up to 2 hours. How about that? All right. So
The next 3 episodes.
listen, thank you all of you guys for listening. All right. Thanks to Silk City Hot Sauce. Thanks to Keys to the Caribbean Travel. That's my wife's.
Your wife.
Exactly.
Wife.
Thanks to Spruce Run Printings.
I don't know, Ralph.
And graphics. And of course, thanks to everyone who listens. Email us, comments on Facebook. All you full-grown enough fraternity members and future fraternity members. And, of course, thank you to Ron Albanese and Michael Bruce for turning this marathon into giving me
a bigger
thanks for
marathon.
having us.
giving
A
me
longer marathon.
it's giving me 2 giant headaches.
That's what anniversaries are for.
Exactly. So listen, share episodes of our YouTube videos with friends on your social media, or share directly with your pals in the sewer or at the bus depot. And if you want to follow
He
me,
works next to me in the
in
sewer.
the sewer, exactly. If you
Cheap
want to
joke.
follow me on all my social
Cheap
media
joke.
platforms, it's Joe Conti with an
Kind of
E.
blew the illusion.
Yeah.
Comic. All right, everybody.
He's still talking.
I'm still talking.
Michael Bruce, That 80s Band on Facebook. That 80s Band, the foremost 80s recreation experience on the East Coast. Check it out. Me, Ron Albanese. Ron Albanese's Teaching Tunes on YouTube. Just put that in the search bar and you'll find me. Louis
I have absolutely nothing going.
will be coaching third base for the New York Mets. He's working with Neil Allen on his relief pitching, and Lee Mazzilli, everybody. What position did he play third base?
Lee was a
Mazzilli?
center fielder.
Center fielder,
Number
yes.
16.
Center field.
Before Doc Goodenwood.
And then Doc Gooden.
Lee was 16.
And was Strawberry right field?
Yes.
Strawberry was right field. That's right. Does he know how to end anything?
And Joe is currently going to check himself into a mental institution.
Joe wants to get out of here. Who wants to go to Jack LaLanne?
I'm looking for my keys.
Gotta
I
go
wonder
to
if there's a
Jack's.
key to Bellevue on here. I'm trying to say.
There might be 2 keys.
Okay, two mental. Vienna mentioned. Two mental institutions. I almost said mental.
It's called 2 Keys to the Caribbean Travel. So, all right, everybody, thank you for giving us a listen. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys, man. It was a blast to do this 2-part series.
Always is.
And
We have
for
times.
me and Louie, we say we'll see you next time.
Pluribus raccoonum.
Come on, Hav.
Night all.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
We'll have to do this again real soon.
How about tomorrow night?
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.